Yamwakwa Badwam TV Badwam Jumadi eso. Yada radio said that you on so 14th April ya wonkwa ewa hoden. Yada na se papa Pajumadi ni asha se Badwam wo anwum tuomu. De do so na yada Badwam kase no ebron. Somno ne betodwa mu bi ya wobetini. Emabunu bi ya womo ewotema ye kire wotema Metropolitan Assembly. Ni nyina ne se nadie Ghana mampani Paul Mason Krachia. Wayetemani yede honsum no ebebro ne yakwa share task force ayate wapoye mantamu Eastern Region Security Council se won di tu won eye fem agudie ene ho ade no enema ahodo bi a wagege de afri adehie bi nsemu eno ne nsem bi na obeti Adom TV Badwam kase o share live on Facebook/Adom TV Extra Go TV 119 DSTV 280 uko YouTube search Adom TV 2 kwadom online.com sansem we ni bebre so ewo ho bidi de afia amankwa tamaklo faseda emma sikadua won mo na abomiti kama fefefe na Frederick Opticals enso ebo mani ho ban afia ni de mientie se de nsem ni chemu ankasa etie ebebunu bi ya won mo ewo tema ene wo ma bodom pem wo tema Metropolitan Assembly a wo frema mpani John Dramani Mahama se ne de emre no aso so obeyi odehia ofri tema semensi no mokrache penny.
The customs that carries tema, Ebi Bright knows nothing about it. He knows nothing about it. The reason why the traditional council wants an indigene is because he knows the in and out of everything that happens in Tema. He knows their culture, their norms and values and everything that it can, help our sitting MP to progress. So as for Ebi Bright, we don't want her. Ebi Bright to say, Obadabe. The whole thing, the whole process, everything from A to Z. She wasn't part. So then are they trying to tell us that going for the form and going through the right process and proceedings is not necessary or what? Those that has been called to, the first three that has been called to, they have gone through the process from right from the onset till now. So someone else can just come in as if they are trying to impose someone on us.
One jukwa hene a wono anso ye kasama forma gomwa adwumako traditional council na na okatachie aidan oprim wode to assembly members ni nyina ni mani die mu a de aban bebo ni die so mehwe mensi no eso no wonyi wontum se be ye betumi abo ama mpuntuo afri ase entem
na ye expectation ewo oye yidibi wa omampanyin za hye yensa ye de ye bohwe de se bibi mu obai ansana yenso ye ba nti ye bohwe adwuma wo ye ne ya to yado na ya ye mpumasen na de ya boa Gumwa district no Gumwa Central district no ma afa ne tampefura bi mu abayi bi tire ma music kan na meso mi gina nananum wa anem ye da omampanyin ase ye hwe kwan de ya kwan a previous government no wan ye ho hwe bia no obobo ama wetu wesisi ya kwan ama mbebunu so wenye jumaye
Enwechi NDC Communication Officer Gumwa Central Badwam Pesua so Carlos ya wanoche enso ebo mampanyin John Dramani Mahama baso se weyi Gumwa Central NDC Badwam Pesua no so twetwefo Kwabena Hackman Edu se wono ene ye mensini krache ogidi yese ebebo manfo
de wabo yenewura Kwabena Hackman Edu de ono omra no omesina nan ewo Gumwa district Gumwa Central District Assembly omesina nan ewo ha they na enim de answer na mampeni waboni din no oye the 7 constituency secretary me church chofo pen owo hene constituency amu yene nua owura Hackman Edu na brabo na nadwumazina waye na our leadership role to occupy the main seat mampeni no ahye de manyam no mo hwe ye akiri amu Gumwa Central adehye constituency executives branch executives na party stakeholders na ye hye mo he nti yabada mampeni John Dramani Mahama ase awo nyem kase a ode ahye
enfifi mantemu MPP amanyoko na nei won mu akasa de atia kwan a ye faso tete aban mu adwumayefo adadafo bi no omuchemu se kwan aban no ye na nya no kwan so no omo emempuntuo ani nyuma nkoso sense wo checheche nkrofo no munsem eni
na wona wo kabi oye yina ya ka cho dem Ghana Baya musu e basa kwa mesuma nan ma okodo wo John Dramani Mahama na memum o ya asefem ontwe ye nika yim do obi a mampanyin dey nka oba ize enka be a better situation the massive improvement na mum we are retrogressing yes and yeti ma yen democratic achievement yen over the years na amama nyina wo hwe ozo bu kwo ya ba no ya kwanyanyim e be san yeti enti ya kwanyina efi anu ntum yen kasenti mo oro kodron
eno echo ka de to aso say kane mampanyini na nadanko akufo ado penso no NDC amanyuko no twetwa ntoro bebre nanso obibiye ne hono mu a wo kyere no ne senti wo hudi enti a ewo se ene reverend timfojo a ode no kore no eba no o national security for ekonifie
ayi anda nanado na ban oya minister for communication CCR Sam George Austin at that time Ghana Armed Forces won't play be ekokumasi akọ tamale na woye emabwan onye enti Ghana Force CDS at that time onye jushim okachi Sam George wachi Sam George yanchi Sami Jemfi getting to 2024 election accuse one brigadier general Pokumenu no trade tax no about rig 2024 election in favor of the MPP was Sami Jemfi arrested was he arrested enomebre na NDC woye wona na brother na Akufo-Addo na ban na asuafo were very tolerant and one try na more one catch one conquer about fanship moniyem but under John Dramani Mahama na ban yinde say honorable member of parliament o try na mon there meyenti na obi bi record onye no won try na mon won jema oyema okaka china
Adom TV Badwam kase na uguso esheno na staff union National Service Authority ya one more National Service Authority staff union no ase one more kasa de etia sede amanyofo mu fu soldiers no one more adwuma no pese wo jeboso na nyesa na nhyehyɛ no etienti Adom TV kase ni bi edin komoyi
Enkrata oforiso bosomede toso dubako National Service Authority Staff Union edibetu dwano wono HRC sese kamia isa amanyosem eba asoye no internal affairs mupa enkanka eni adwumayefo ebefa womo ne wono ebeyi womo akoba befoforo e ochire mu seba ne saa adwuma ne hyehye ye da honom no wonfanya adwuma yi ne senti womanfonya wono anwotoso ye adwuma wono ye no nso bebre na anyini senti o kasetia saa no yoye no na fu soldiers a wode wono aba National Service Authority nim no so mpanifo nyimfiri ho ekoyi echiremu a wono ma wofo wadwuma nyina ehye National Service Authority Act 2024 Act 1119 wase any Public Services Commission Act 1994 Act 482 no so asia esanso eka article 195 omaiga na mamra NASASU ena mankrata yi so ede to mabu na wato yemantemu ya sesei eho ena mentimu wase asori so wonka wonu akomanto wo yem sansa so ye no ede nhyehyeye egu akwamu a emra eda ho no ode be ye adwuma ode to National Service Authority mpanifo anim se nhyehyeye free tete asoye ne de aye adwuma ne se wonfa anya adwuma yi se be ye a ebetimi ede impuntu aba
limited they fee one adwuma no as 10.5 km ho bypass ye dual carriage akwan no na etumi aboa mafra mantemu nso won ho ahenhan ewo akwan ensem
ababe to dwase ekwan brofo kwansi ne edu achiripo num ho bypass a mpanifo ye no adwuma ahyase ewoso enche bia no so afa wo hwa kwan ne kwantempon so kwame agboja ekobia honom akwansra na sesei adwuma ahyase ewoso na eka ampanyi John Dramani Mahama ne bosha wo hwa manfo framantemu ebra no wokobonto ano eho mfidi akese be senum na sesei wokokwan ne so abenwu se eye adwuma ewoso wo hwa kwan se obeyi ekwan ne free enkran ede ato aplawo sebeye a akwantufo betimi edi akoni abakosi so obeye kwan no awie ekwan yi efri etoy runabout edikofa University of Health and Allied Sciences Mirage edikofa Ho Technical University Powerhouse ansana akoka ho denu kwan no eso akwakosi yamane bofo de waso etoto fom no ote se runabout nso obesi bi wakwan yi eso a ebeboa amma ahyan ebope so ho no nso eso ate omanfo framantemu ehwe kwan se ekwan yi wo wi a ebeboa ama edwadie akoso pa ya wonu akwan ho nsem so ebekoyi
so na ya konsam foforo mu okada riders wa danse akrof ekrofuom was Santamantam Sempenifor drain was susu say one anya mfie aduonu enum ne betumi atwi okada no de eno de oni aban no enya adwene ne mom omo de epemu a 19 de eye oni Adom kase atwaso
ya obi ho a 8 years ebi afa no WSS obebo bra kakra ana obe peska kakra no de atwaso and say age ne ba between 18 and 19 kra enko kadafo nka baboa ema obi atumi aye bibi se be ya ono nso betumi akeka ne nsase akwa peska no nso de atwa ne school so adekodi ame ani age hu nyina ne se oba ye no wode niam begu akwam se obi okro otwi moto oni licenses ono atu no asi wo se wo pese wo ye mayen eno nko akeka kra no eya de a se ne ya kra woni ho a obetumi ayi licenses na ka se eye nipa sumasi ono abo azuma breso ena menya licenses eno nko aye plus ema no eno de ye danase
ye ne brase bedwane o abato peso so eni nkomo
omo ye sa adwuma we no dodo na apeka kakra e de ato omo school so de akopa adwuma bi asua akopa we enti kakra bi omunya na omo peso omunya wo se ko omo botom enti me ya de we de ama omo said the bear one accident so beti two sika bi a omo benya bi abeka omo botom obi hunu omo nje no hu se otu moto a e wo so share helmet or on licenses enti enne ne kina ya akoya no me ne omo e beti committee afi we me dedicate 100,000 cedis e dey aye dey kind of 1 billion e dey aye this exercise no me target ne say afi we dey anya hwe kwa afi nko na wie at least 150 people okades riders e was a media anim ne ye license ne ye den e mom
task force yate Eastern Regional Security Council na atie say wo mu di 2 galamsey fuasie no enam so ya che enipa enwoche na niam a wo di 2 galamsey dodo no anso wonsa ka e wo den chembo etiwa west fantia kwa ene ayensu ano bensinim.
We coping the Eastern region looking for places where illegal miners are doing the wrong thing. If you go around, our waters are so bad, our environment is destroyed, peat uncovered, our forest is being destroyed, and this is what is a hazard to our nation and our region. So for the few days, our men have been on the ground, and here you are with several excavators that have been seized from them. What we are telling our people is that we need the water clean to drink. For the past days, we have been to our service providers, especially waterworks, and it is the problem that our area is facing because our waters are not being cleared because of what illegal mining is doing to our waters. We are telling the people of the East that the men are on the ground. They are not leaving. They are not leaving anytime soon until we stop the illegal mining. Until the environment is cleared, our people are on the ground.
Yanto so na bekwai ne fomena posifo akum akronfo enan ewo galamsey site no wo samfo aduam bekwai mensimu ewo asante mantam ne emu na AK47 wonya free wo mo ho pump action guns mienu ene taxi emunsam eni facha ye premtobre ne nsam kaye no ye de bebremo na yanto so na yemmo enkonsam foforo mu obomi hene ena ene wode futuo ne kokobo ma de hye ne tichiwo ne wona ebeba bedi Easter no wo kwawu se nubone de woni wo hu firi mu kra nu ano odin ebe ha wo mo no woni wo hu firi mu wa fi Easter dadie no
na ye youth no so kokobo ayaka fa drugs a mononom. In fact, the mpesi ya dishie no mo no musa nyoma na mo se ma brabo mo se mo dachi ya dia sremu se bi mo miamnya mo ho mfaso ya stress amri se mo a wobekọ hye kuku agugu na mo no mo nuboni ni nyina police fo wo ho kwan se wo be kirewo ya kirewo so na ya de oba ya nimu dia no bia bia ya twase ye mfa wo nkodo ya de wo bekọ stress amri say bia kanyina yemfa nidie mama maye
na no si ye pena na se wampedu enso ede nhyehyeye a Easter brain na nanoma hemfo aye etudwa
Grand Festival no hyase nti yewada no anwumre no asorefo ebeba choral groups wo beba brass band wa ha ya wada no ye be sese obia na wo betekari bia no be hye betekari efia no pa nyina efia no pa no kete be koso nyema bebre be koso aboma be koso san say abomi amamre ya wada efo fi dadi a yenko ba bia nto na odefo ebe wo ho to ba no pese okwacha odefo a usi a chame so a na so onye busy too much I mean so be busy too much sa na akwacha odefo fia dan so na na be call work ya kwatintin yempom
Ayenya no so na Adom TV Badwam kase na ha na be makwan na no pe ye de asi aseda ye odia emrani adaje wadaro matwen ye mbiem ye nche de bonkrata no ho online de no so ay krado ye de twaso ye da se yensa mo akwa ba bi Adom TV Badwam dwumadie so ye da awrade ase pa hwe afi kakra ye ko ena ye 14th April ye da awrade ase pa Mr. sorry waka se awrade me da ase de ma refi Onsa okra uche obi ade na omeda awase a no wadwa. Erade de ohun so wadwa. Nenso so we ade ma obi no obeda wase a. Ohun se na ama wo ohun se a nipa yi oya ade. Ye erade sa. No no ohun musa kra no waye no. Na ne wabusa no. On kan ye kra no wo ye. Enti wo ka no. Dem a wo ka no na eye blessing na eye blessing. Ti de erade ase se na wo kan ti asfo. Edwada foforo mu ni anyame asiesie. Ini ura sante da ko ene 14 15 16 na is a Thursday nyame ya domo a na kire se rade de afi ba ko aka ne fie ho ama wanya 40 mama wa kwa ba
na se o be kaza mini Solomon na guru e be kika kaza se o je se wo fo eje onyame na asia ni ba no apia do bi jwa nyum na kamekai make me agree among the ye me we make me a hinu yere me wu
o de nya bo se na mo akwa ba se bia wo ko
bo nyame do
no peja brofo no ana me hwe
so do say as no be ka no be say we say make ka no but normal one de binim to normal one kwa na dey no to na me dey sakakaka
yes ba no so project
afedi omo ye projection no omo si yesu anyo ka pia WC for na me chia mo yo dance man e no dem ye bi o bi so na me na mu nyina wo susu say am
o dem wo so na yo
afo mo dey go make me a gig yeah ready manko dana no be make me a gig oh wonderful PIWC dance man so for Gabriel Owusu if I'm correct only asafo man nyina director of music ne asafo man ne asafo mame oh moye
area head
moye super moye super you know the omo ade asi omani so ni say ono di omani be si nipa binim a onyame adom ohun din atretre e wo wiase ene bia omo ho the influencers ne musicians ne broadcasters ne journalists ne obia ompese ohun nyame o de ka wadwuma no ho
omo ye nipa kofo hwe won
papa
this omo ti asam no dia e do no a so ti nice initiative
so sweet
so penny why there
God you so good and the makai again again
but good be
good
you too good to me it is so no
e dia dey say e bri me bo mo di twinyu ba ko bi
FM no ho dey why active
e ho na fe o ti say bibia ba body ni say mo bu akra yo ya che obia na o twofoforo say the fiam ankwa tabakula kan ye danyame ase pass o de na so ache ene so de we chirechire aresabe ya hodo abo se onipa nse hwe nti ene ya wo koba se ne se otibe danyame ase o kwansoro kusokra ye obedwam so e wa Adom TV ensem ahodo atwojo de obokrata nim ane online de ebrebe man ho kwan ye wie ya na afa ye de apomude wonsem na ye de eyago kansie na ye de ahosepe na ye de asemedika na afa de ato aso de empensem na afa ya dawase enye nkwa ne wa ene camera for ne sound for ye makeup for ne driver for ne ye directors ne producers ni na set designers obia lighting for you obia tetemu wan say nti ye call say no say e dom pa na tie chi a ye pia ediko countdown so dey fear kan ba me be wo afie ni say so
and also
be dey mensa wo bro so ready hey it is already here we see film came mama as osmosis ni yi PRO Yeah, kind of Barry. Yeah, oh, kind of Barry. Onyame Adom, papa. And then so, if you do good,
you do for yourself.
If you do bad, you do for yourself.
Yeah, mamin conversion.
Oh, Tanya, me oh yo, Tanya, me oh yo, Miochoe. Ampo birthday. Mr. Ampo ne ba. We are privileged to be working with Ghana Jumtini Mapaba Kopa Kesepa ne ba. Na Ampo
na say Ampo
Enti ene na woda. Enti ene mi hu na wabo fita na say eh nana na fita de Ampo nkunu de was there eh na refi. Ene ma woda. Enti Ampo happy birthday.
And then she me kuno ketua birthday Lambert Tamaklo.
Oh, good. And then the birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You could get to happy birthday.
But I'm your penny. What you say? I'm for Jamie Cowan. But my boss assisted 2 weeks later.
And Sana.
And warm. And you know, said, do Hopano and in Yamitra Swa.
I got
a so, and you know, Casabianca, many packet to Yaman I am, sir. Many see one win bam bam. Oh, my pet. And I can create bidaso, but
Mr. Auntie go for Mr. But I know woman, no man, baby. Mr. Ready, I go. I come now, I can town. To be cry, you know, the just get a boy. Okay,
because Easter, no,
they said you could
one away. Now, Easter, now, yes, I did. And to Chimubi and Cadem.
Yes.
Ye here so be star 281 hash star 281
now call option 4 no
hash option 4 ya Adom TV ne twagum 10 cedi and 1000 besu e wa agukansi so 1000 besu asemidi ka so 1000 besu e won pensem misro twagum na nkofo odi jackpot wo madiko 10k se nkofo ata so sa wo de ne be free nkumam 10,000 misro twaye kan ye wie ya gudie mu nsem ebi na number no na ebe fa twagum wote me nkan ya twagum sa star 281 hash option na 4 na twagum na kwe.
Well, it's about Dr. the rocket radio for chairman na enya be man ka de say.
Ai chief executive officer Alfred Amo.
Yeah.
And of here chia no adwuma ifo nyina. Ni enhwe online.
Okay, yenko online area answer.
Yeah,
resisting arrest could land you in jail. Na send there no kure. Yeah, be true, won kwa so. OSP now they are so. Yeah, but true, I want the kwaso. Now we want to say, oh no, oh, the Bijona. And the crowd will be now there, yes. And Cocobot or Kai. Overhand, law enforcement agencies can or with or without warrants. OSP, Secreta, Tumicrata crow, and as a Tumicrata in the home pa. A Jumacua, a Chessan, your man was one bus on which my chill. So I said, you know, the general here, I said, where's your warrant? Where's your warrant? Whether warrant or no warrant, or catch more.
Can he MP? Uradam Buchi, Bakubuchi, and yes, so I established a common fund, scholarship fund or community.
Oh, wow.
So one way, yeah, dear, one so dumb.
Where do I add?
I had my bros so. It's any or credit. At this year, when you're home, crowd, Monsieur, dear. Some crab or my big. I said the war. No, so for me, corner. More sad or benefiting. Or crew free on alcohol should be a bit or
consider.
And about considering IGP. And will remain neutral.
Yamia in dinner for fear.
I can't show more brown. Just a depend what they are.
See from Situra.
Yes, yeah.
How the enemy, a honor truntino. Our appeal to all central for near my manusem. And I say, they never be bred to a GJMO. They never be bred the agro. They never be bred the manusem, messy. We need the Omoa Boquadish and none of that era gaga, but I get a gaga, yeah. I bet a news file. Maybe they I think I stand to be corrected. Or say, Yim Pija, you move free, sir, a manusem, and she share a cobocon. See, and tree and when free a manusem, your casa, your near, you shoot any buyer, intimate in reader. If I were describing as war, and yet the normal way could be when could be a trust our shame. So it's a message. So we can post penny power, a whole
IDP.
Now, on Kutashia, omo ba no so no omo huru no omo de you can imagine no police penny won do why dey police penny no gina na obehwe sa asumdie be koso no ono dey info so no why yes ra de hye na wono hot too much obi afi do bia de ne ra hye nyamem ene otumfu ya gie di se onyambe ma otumfu sa nyansa no ene nimdie no na bibia timi aba from boko dem na ihu kwase yes ha hye amanfo fika
ho MP kura machine de
yeah na no dey am na dey yes ha pimu bi tu a e wo binduri yes ha hye bi kwa no ka
beno no kwa yintimi nkase bi efe no ho no ye different
well how na
some kumo masa shana ni motorbike
na ja
enipa chale Mia pa na wo ye ni sei
the Daily Gist
oh god
ajo asafo asaka sabiem saka sa se mo ba toa onyame ene ne papa ntino mo toa baba be piem dan na chi mo toa baba be piem dan na chi da me nim se ese sa amanfo na mu anwe nyina de ko ye ne mo ti o mo sisa na ne mu anwe o se o mo tu no mo komo ala mo ala ndu na wa se
that na ho me kai do this your pyramid house
sa na ti
anu kwabrane se say anwea so de ko ye de yo se ne wono wasesa olimenan afa ho nyina ti de ope no ologbo ni dio de na ni papa
but the here kese pa na se de o se ajo asafo adanse de oti osusu no ni hinta bia no o tena twede ampo enyina se o si awurade se odwa nko bia no abankese enti on be sisa on be nyine on be susu ba enyina enti ahi to feel asem na me ka cha no pe
that you too
maji abroso the Daily Gist and me talk say Charlotte say ready for Supreme Court and once them one say yeah mama Charlotte say can electoral commission on na oda no ene de kika kono ya te say hey one here and munyam shekese pa boom Supreme Court abakwa kan ajudge for wo no A+ hot over National Service 1.5 million Ghana cedi bribe in court NIB probes deal A+ asem kan sem attorney general ka wono kra oyedin wa yedi an sem ba kika fa ho no NIB for say say wo kra wet mabua ma yen hwemu e bibia ti makoka ma te ne ya to nsa frɛ na bibia e koka makama blows in NDC over MMDC's job enya adwuma keto a infie na infie nwotwe bia asa de no ne ma bi wo sere keke o e chese yen nyine o mansin crash ne so no ye hihye eku nipa edidi atem ebo akuti a party ba ko enya NDC nkwa na say bibia kikiki obia bia ntia no so ho asem enonom era ye honu so nsem okokekan no don kuma se dari oye den ko jina bako ka say I'll make bako the use a priority na in everyone ka say na eno so ho asem wa the Ghanaian publisher MPP MP slams government over tariff hikes what the nyane what the nyane they dey bosumi miensa ntem bia electricity board issue board no MPP marché be ni ba say na jena mu chechi bo she be ba mu de she ave mu dwana kota IMF chi dey bi yen so yo na IMF o ye ka say adjustment no nche say ntumu nkoye ho no be ka say ebudi chi kakra etero so nkomo koso kakra Boko conflict haunts Mahama minority demands urgent attention dom kuma no wo marché be say mampenye sre wadaroma manya wasem hia hwe na di djuma ma Boko nsensema ACC over the custodian Castle residents chase out IGP ya kan wasem no da my dom kuma so say President Mahama so ntu na mo eno so wasem efi papa ni
so talk akra na expose ye
efi pa me see de bia da me anam the new times the new time kwa de kra me nim de hye ho
asam ene obi anso yen ya
efi pa ni
ya ade ye tu ego ba ko bi anka we no bi anka sa na ehipi ufa na ho so ye new town de se bi aka price e kwan na edamu a o de kopio
abelem pibiri o sa na ko ya alajo e ho no mu fa
ba ho no nye alajo no
no race this one no e ho so nye kura aveno na wasani
like car price
okay
no wa fa sa kwa new town
e ho so nye ba ko kura
se ho ni new town na de akwa ko pie mu o to ba bi no
ajish
bolle sum ho
Electricity, 352% hike in 16 years. Adeng. If you do see any electricity in Pejamunku and
352%.
Another, now I afford your frame, now she may see frame, no bintin frame, you do me can examino. Many John upon a year, Juma, and I say, no, I had you fire. Yeah, you fire. Also, be frame. That's why, on my teacher and Yaman Yosemo, a year, I should be a day in our see a bois, a junipa, a comapa, and a montu papa, and she say, papa. Net Medina, your naso pampe. They really crack today the overcrat. I say, okay, Nina, that's what Casafa. Or 2-4 Bokone area President Mama Zona Montes to know the same situation.
Nti yemfancy ha yeda se papa radio for sufo yeda mo se samoje breti the bon krata no ene adom online ene wo a wo hwe ye ntie ye enko na ye kwedie agudie mo nsam no eba hona first draw no koso sika no star 281 hash option 4 first draw kejuwa na eba no dia bro 1000 Ghana chucha gumsa na emwo ye we pe wiki mo health tips no to protect our little lambs and crown no so force won so mo nidi o force no aduane ne nkokọ na o force no kuni ma hunsunsu aso akra keto na furu na ya he o akra we ma no funsuo saa we introduce aduane foforo ma no o expect say woni di to say obi a wadi bida na wo aduane a woni da ya ka say dia o ha na o fonfom saa
we the cameraman so ne ba bai Pia dokunugu ni yam sa akora keto 6 years. Mia dokunugu su sa.
So, you careful, you protecting crown lungs no. Because all force no a shift come for week you won't come. Ti about time no teach you be a member ne money na nanom granny say you can say nanny se no me ade nyina ye ntie because ya ye ja won ma won. A teacher for ehwe nkwada ye ja won ma won. Muntie na e den sembebre nam ye wie pe ahosepe eba komo ba ko mienu bi bewuram asemidi kan beto so na fem pensem mu aba eno ne Badwam dwumadi no ye da se wonya ebremaye ye kwa ba gudie mu nsem eto so.
Right, fantastic morning. Santi na watching from Adom TV. So, I'm not saying that gudie mu nsem ene eto so say Badwam wo kansie sam no do so dey say fata salty and opan so ye dey bro na ye kan sa no Franco Trading Enterprise phone papa fee na dey sia konkon dey by say the appliances ajabo so anya sem keto akrati no matter the appliance abunya fit TV ekosi washing machine air condition bobodin na benya bi of Franco Trading Enterprise. Yes chesenya sem keto akra pani we twa producer kejuana kasane Erica Sedu body yamwa kwaba the shall say the English Premiership Liverpool and ya break pese kwan bia so no waje the English Premiership bia kaka kone de na duha ne sa ewo trophy ne ho kakra abra wo mutibi gina mo so boku this weekend over West Ham. Then of course one more money mo epre ebe mo kakra no Arsenal for no mo draw crowd da 89 just ade de Liverpool gina kakra Manchester United Newcastle ne wie wow. Then Man City back to me be winning over Crystal Palace now yankopiem enhwese na EPL games no sikoe English Premiership now yankowie enhwe sene results canon so call in the English Premiership now they can catch Arsenal match and draw, game on the Premier so no about Brighton over Beyond Leicester ball 2-2, Northern Forest Everton born 1-0, Southampton, Aston Villa ball 3-0, Arsenal ball 1-1. Where other results Boston. So Everton in some hot form to make quite way to Northern, Northern by a goal to 0. David Moyes as a the fortunes of Arsenal. Crystal Palace as the Man City about 5-2, Brighton over Biom. And now you can Everton, they know to say yes, Everton about Juma Papa. David Moyes, to me, Juma Everton, hope I some get to a chronicle Pimo, La Liga, but before then, Shemin Sumami say Liverpool are on the brink, say on winning a fee league title. No, Osha, they are 76 points on top of the table, and Arsenal, I was 63, Tossumi, Northern Forest, Tossumi, and Son, 57. And a fourth year Newcastle with 56 points. Man City Tottenham 55 points. Despite some struggles now, still more top 6 more. That is Manchester City for you to win. And the Acosta war EPL, the Copiemo war La Liga. Real Madrid, Naso de Gumo de Malaves, Sansona, Bastona, so living in late to me, I be ball Gunners by go to Nel. Omuna Brem pa, but a more Champions League games in Tema say, results on the see a call. So, Bilbao boy, let's go to Madrid. So, a boy, Yanko, Spain. Right, and say the Ecoso was Spain. No, and Atletico Madrid never led the lead. But ahead of that game, Barca on top 70 points. Real Madrid second, 66 points. In Tikashed and South Miami Atletico, Etosumian was 60 points. The Ecoso was Spain. And then the other results, Ecoso Spain. Now, quickly, now for young court, your Nemo on screen. One more boy Bilbao, Ejina Kono and the likes. Las Palmas, away Coboy Taffy by 3-1. Side that, Mayoka, Benumino. Saturday Vigo, Espanyol, Sober, Nomonumino, and a Bassa, Cobol, Leganes. Away wins in Qua, I was Spain. Ye be beach, one of the Guso. We know. Until Bassa, a ball, Leganes by a goal to nail, and there was also Bilbao, almost so Enra and a joke one of the elbow one and Yasam get to a cry, so almost a bit mafro Edia Basra, Sansa Bilbao for Omania Bread and this Red Betis also are doing so well our league this season. And Yasam get to Athletic Club of Bilbao Rio by Cano by 3-1, and only the course so Spain in that particular game. Now, young call other game more. Our Italian Serie A, and interest in Serie A, so results no ECTA or Honomo, and of course, and Inter Milan, a person winning Sansona, Napoli, or Macquarie Crass, so Monza, Venezia, and Inter Milan, Cagliari by 3-1, Juve, about Lecce by 2-1, and of course, Copiemo, or the other results more in Italy. Wow, Italian Serie A, so other. Manchester course so enomo na okopiem and Napoli and Empoli and Ebo na ahwe so betima close gap na sense the Crawford na win Atlanta Ebo Bologna by 2-0 and Aficionados Verona the January game 0-0 Fiorentina Parma obian to me and Shebi Como tonight feature Torino Ebo Torino by a 2-0 it was a derby last year AS Roma obia board nyanko back on top of the table 71 points. Adema Inter and Napoli was 65 points. Atalanta Tosumiensa was 61. So now race here between Inter and Napoli. And Napoli to me winning of course 68 points. Now but to say yes, or Ben Juan is a fanuno monia brepa this season and you easy cry. And once a Bundesliga, the Classica. Basso, Bayern Munich versus Borussia Dortmund. A fanuno in the Champions League and to say yes. So Biel lose the games. And Tina they say and Bekoso and Union Berlin Leverkusen to be born 90 minutes to BJB. Hey, Assemblea Bochum, Augsburg born a Cameroon man Timo Baco Mönchengladbach, Freiburg born a 2-1 and a Hoffenheim born Mainz by 2-0 to near Holstein-Kiel, St. Pauli born a 2-1 and a Bayern Munich near Borussia Dortmund. And so about 2-2 in the German Bundesliga. Bundesliga, the Kankakono, Nese Kwambiaso, no, Bayern Munich Belgian Copiemo Euro League, so with games to spare, Paris Saint-Germain, and so Argel League in that because of the Champions League or Bontino this weekend is so unrested. And that is something that Real Madrid the fighting for. SAD are the only team all bought in the Champions League or born ra. About a Saturday so they could have rest. I'm preview the Spanish La Liga and Penny for and Shada and Wamokra and a 20 AFCON draw now between Western and Chinese Ghana, reigning champion Senegal, and our group DR Congo and Central African Republic in Group C. This is it. And Egypt, Zambia, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Tanzania. In Group B, Nigeria, Tunisia, Kenya, and Morocco. Shannon so say Egypt, Algeria, money I say. And but then you're going to be hosted, but as one share by and almost your now this is Ghana in Group C, Senegal, Central African Republic, DR Congo, and then of course Ghana. No, Group C, the AFCON, Shenimo said 27th of April. Now Kwambia so AFCON Ashase, near we on the 18th of May. We and it's an insurance here in the under 20 AFCON. Now in Kopimo the Ghanaian Premier League, mark day 27. They can say now as of Kotoko draw, but they draw ne star 281 select Adom TV, ne diska kakra go bottom, and a Jordan weekend wakwaba, you need money. And see the security kana kakra a go bottom one for kakra gumba. Could be a 5 series, star 281 select Adom TV, ne ekra o ticket gumna, and ne asana mekono. 1,000 if I go bottom and yet media show no cost on a sign a drop for and what is got a go bottom to cost wash. I Adom TV Franco Train Enterprise can one of paying and in some at the air bar. Now you can't Ghanaian Premier League in some young those two games channel song. Now Ghanaian Premier League live on Adom TV. Young games number.
Good goal from Becha United. Dalvin Yabua. opens the scoring here at the Babayera Sports Stadium. Kweku Danso. Just look at the celebration of the players. It has been coming. Bechem United have been knocking. And of course, from the corner, Dalvin Yabua not home. The opening goal of the game. Bechem United 1, Kotoko 0.
Great goal from Dalvin Yabua. He just added another goal to his 4 goals, making his 5. He scored brace against Midiama, Hearts of Lions, Samatex, and he just added a beautiful connection from the set piece. Just watch that closely, the movement, and he was left alone to contest that ball from
save. Still Kotoko mounting the pressure. Referee whistles for a penalty. Kotoko have a penalty. In agreement with that decision. Watch the incident again. Samson Eduku. Eduku against Rasco Aban, and that is how the penalty. Aziz Dari. Great goal from Albert Amoa. Aziz Dari got the direction, but there was too much power.
Wow, until I know the Koroko game na sani see akoye. Yen share the other results akoso na yen mo ko rest table na see akoye. Now on our screen you see games akoso Gold Stars omutimi sekwan bia so kan ma betima akoye e de amomo na so kikiki Young Apostles koje ba ko share ne ho ofie. Medium ball Dreams by 4 goals to 0. Akalians Baba Seke by 2 goals to 0. One, so I'm watching live on Adom TV, and of course, Vision and the House of Football 1-1. Asante Kotoko became 1-1. Karela Bodriana by 2 goals to 0. Brecum Chelsea and the Hearts of Lions we Brecum Legon City Samatex Bebon 2-0. Ewo Noankasa Fie. Ibiani Gold Stars ebo Young Apostles by a goal to 0. Now yen send a table no esi etie. Now table no ni na Asante Kotoko ewo 47 points. Ibiani Gold Stars 47. Sound and Nation Self it also means sound 45 and see what you say Bibiani Gold Stars they call Tari Mupa medium of 41 House of Oak 41 points Bechem United of 40 Samatex Tosson Son 38 Out of Lions 38 Dreams FC 36 Brecum Chelsea 35 Adriana Stars 32 Oli Stars 30 it is Susan Swatama they won count until late City former money now Accra Lions Karela gina Vision so na yi eti mudina money now esa amason ebetimi ayeshi. We Senegal Premier League in one summer CTA de abro and pay. Now yaka and one summer would see the numbers me and saying and not pay any numbers and I cry me mom you know which me afraid Franco Trading Enterprise 0246 422 338 0246 422 338 and 055 593 9311 055 593 9311 a Franco phone number on francotrading.com your website or App Store na Play Store download your app no na oh baby I will be I bet me at the Adiana better no Eddie abroad home appliances TV tabletop fridges air condition microwave body washing machine nina benya be of Franco Trading Enterprise sabre ya be draw na yakwe anymore like I star 281 sika we this card ya go bottom we de kakra gumu ma menya draw 543 2-1 man edi me 1,000 cities na no pay yanko ready odi 1,000 cities no and no pay yes this is it 0244 361 ... yes abetum yes abetum ye what is card ya go bottom okay it's game has on some so is here me has my friend your frost is here na yahwe se kwan bia so no scan pampa betom yes e pese hu se anya libilibi la balaba bia no libilibi no la balaba e say obi hu say true no kre na ye ka no yes ye ka so be this card go botom na entrobi na ye die yes star 281 ash ye nwie de wadi ye die wi no so still abetimi de kakra gum kwasinsia ba obey another draw na we diska edi agu botomu etika channel so sa efa emam ye hwese ye be frɛ ye winner no na kwambia so ene no akasa live on Adom TV channel so mame wa onum say adotoso yi won say wa wini ade no yes enye le bilibi la balaba. Hello, good morning, congratulations. Osha Hinsisia. Hello, good morning. Hey Ben, Kaswa.
Yeah.
Well, hey Ben, now what saying?
Oh, which are 20 CDs.
Hey, 20 CDs now they are design.
The 1,000 CDs.
Wow. Oh, first time I will try Bini.
Yeah, this is the first time.
Wow. And I wanted 28,000.
Yeah.
And I draw 1,000. You ever told what comes to Busana is a plan here?
Oh, you have the name frequency be there sortie lady out to name Maduma me 1,000. Easier the lady na do be the patch.
Wow, my lady, what didn't the patch, money the patch, ti. Sani bi corner Africa crab can San Fagusto there's another draw and or lack na basa no na say shine ko ni mani ade ade afi wa won say sika no le believe no la balaba on.
Yes sir.
Wow. Yeah, that was it. So we don't Jim na ko so Adom TV because so share. Why? Thank you so much. Enua and I didn't the go but also bit might be start to it one option. Now I Adom TV no kin clean na kwan bia so de kakra gum no de ska ediagu obotomo Bernard Paribo twa me producer. Yes and Jordan me no ka say na me sese fiam kwata makolo ye warm up we pa ye de ahosepe so be wo no ti ene de ya bande ne aba packed pa bedwom na aguso hwe ka sa wode nan kasa be ka kejwa ne ho Eric Asiedu Bodi ene Jordan ochina Benada Wednesday ye ba rooftop lounge our Dansoman exhibition HR apartment Dansoman exhibition a ho ne de the live commentary of Real Madrid and Arsenal no bro ti Dansoman ne enclave nya Dansoman ne exhibition a whole Dansoman food na mum ye nyina ye share rooftop lounge that's a beautiful place our air Dansoman na ye ba party mum ye share rooftop ho ye be say ba bia ma ya say Real Madrid bit may come back na ma Arsenal and akwan bia so no wo pia Real Madrid ti kwama na ko touch the ho ye be say share ko so ha bedwem
Memwakwa Badom TV Badwam health tips eso na wochu foforo mu ni ye de nyame ase wa wo kan ye ho abribia ne de onim ne ye 5 minutes joda de kosi fiada ye di nkomo ehwe ya pomuden ensem faseda no ema endpoint homeopathic clinic na daroma ya rebia hawadwene ayenko endpoint homeopathic clinic ho na onhwe me ho ntoye ne number 0244867068 0244867068 Mididi afia amankwa tamaklo na wochi ya beremo ewo Kolebu Teaching Hospital eye pediatric intensive care unit etwaniti ase piku na wochi mu nkomo eye protect our little lungs hwamu na yekasei enkura nketo no ese kwan ye fa so feed nkura no bewie eche na say ye kuo mumum tina wochi mu abatan ni nyina muntie sankomo na moaye miankasa menua ba Grace Kwam a we registered nurse na wochi o ma no ho kwan ye de di nkomo ye oba me mu akwaba bibia bokode mo fepa de nyame ase ya no ama one so me nkakra wiki mo se ye kasafa protect my little lungs and da okoko so kama how na yeka say na
nurses and doctors ayo piku na yeka say ye besha afi mu nyina no nkwala bebre ba ye ayaresa bia hanom omo beba na ye besha omo kowe echi no mewu ye bebisemu no na maame ne so na me fidi no school kra obi de ye de akwala bebre ye de ne ba ye no ye bisa teacher no se ampacho na me de me manager ne nyame hu ya ne se ohun esi so santi ama ya yen doctors ne nurses no ya fato ye ho so se ye pese ye create awareness because I say nkrofo e wa bonten ni nim say me ma me be aduane keke no e de ohaw betumi aba
okay
na ye ka aspiration cry den say aduane anansuo e be ko wa hera we mu eno ne aspiration because him say ya hera wa no me ye ne say mframa na ekum na ya hera wa yiso ene ekwan na yedidi no eben
okay
bibi kitwe bi honam kitwe bi na ekata home kwan no ene eduane kwan no nti mpembe bre no mama bi be ka tro se na meba no ne mu nyedu meba no me ma ne eduane a ondi nti ono a try se obema ne eduane nya wa hyehye se odi nti enu no na yesa na kofa we nyina ba because yan kwan ni so an nti obe try se odi eduane na be ma no prekope na wakata ne hwene akata na no na wo kata ne hwene kata na no be da home nti process obe se home no na sa honam na kata ye home kwan na kobie na eduane ni na akofa akogum enu ne sa no be wane sa akola no ontumi home ne home ni home nsi so na ede assembly bre brain
nti we na wo kan enkura sese mi pe age no
kwala nketwa from age 0 to 6 months obi wo kan ne ba no wa bro 6 months so so me manage anya ondi nti me try say me piani na ama no na wedi because e bia ma hyehye say anope wo say ono me bia cap ne ma nti obe try say ni nyina obe ma no cap ne ma no eno na ya na kofa sansem
nti na chese de wo kan se bia ye yire nkra na mo didi because ye won nkra bi ho mu ni di wa ye ni nyina mo mu ndi
ede sa nsem we nyina ba ba dodo na eba na ye sa asem we say me ba ni ndidi nti me try say me manage kakra be na eba bia one position na ba ni yi o manage ane no
ye beto so na watwi mu nkomo no ye de tie from si ha enti Grace Kwam na ye ten nka no registered nurse e wo Piku Kolebu Teaching Hospital na watwi mu kan ye home ye sure say ye kan 1 or 2 bi what the home for pen ampa enkra no mu ni di ti na e wa home tinti wo ba yire na de ama no enkomo aye de na watwi mu no ochna enkwa ho de wo ho aka ye ho na ye nto aso fa sedama endpoint homeopathic clinic na daroma ene ye de nkomo yi efri Kolebu ba ochna nkwa ho de wo ho a ebesa to aso yada se ye mo kwa ba bi Adom TV Badwam dwumedi yi eso ye mfa sedano ma endpoint homeopathic clinic another romantic call Niku Kolebu protect our little lungs na ochi mu nyina nkomo no me enforce nkra no kakra odie dan see force wo mu ne be wi eche de o how fofo ebebre wo mo ti em protect nkra no lungs na ye pa ochina nso sabre no anu akan ho ye nche 5 minutes wonya kwan akọ mu so ene ye dwoada ye de radio access wo man ye hu no ne 14th April si nyina ye ti ase ne ye wo nkwa so director ya mo hwehwe ampofo je picture no mama wa ne du birthday na me de no ahyem ho ne ya ampofo je birthday ene den so ye mi kunu ketwa lambe tamakulu ne birthday ti lambi happy birthday enkomo me wo see for see liver specialist for waha omo ambassador 1 Pokuya 101 ajene jai tuaden so oni ebedi nkomo kwan be faso ni protect your liver obapa me mo achi
efia mejo so
na bibia boko de
Nyankopon adom
de nyame ase pa se doctors no munyina ho ye
obia ho ye
obia ho ye oda obenti o
enra na Nyankopon ma ho kwan a ye lanchi livotum ye lanchi livotum tino e free various media houses ema mo be kan ye ho e wo C4C liver specialist hospital kese na e wo adenta no ntino na me fa kwan we so ada obi biase media for na e be cover enia ye do obi biase won mo se o ma da age ba enia na me gidi se nkyerɛkyerɛ na e ko so no ema mo hu se liver no e hunya pa se ye bebo ho pan yo me di nchiasoma Adom TV ahwefo nia anyone who sharing our internet and so me di Pokuya 101 papa bi na me no babe sua bibi kakra me say unim de dada unim so a na de me de betu dwei wo de ahye okoto dwem na wo de tutu anamo ewo wi asem efia empempi no won say emma anase nipa nkasa no udi age bia eya o doctors anase wan kasa otimu say unya more vitamins bi na odi aka wo daily supplement daily aduane ho nti na ya normally no ye ma supplement bi a daily no obefa ebi wa yetimi ka so for vitamin C every day for 1 na ye ma type of vitamins vitamin B e was offer but ninia no once a vitamin C need a daily basis but there are vitamins bia and no ntimi mfa no debiasa offer ni debia e de ohawo no eden eba liver no so pa ebi ni vitamin A wo ho eboa nkaka yeni eboa once udi 40 ekona na o lenses no wani lenses no anode ne eba fam nti normally no uko hospital kwa pa ye shell space na mi say mi shebi udi esi no waje ne fefefe nti no obi wo so on person obe space nti no koma ye man ndro anaso koma ye ni surgery eyi sa anwode na aba fam no etimi tumukina na anwode na pija anas obefa vitamin A vitamin A no enye doctor ene prescribe ma wo na what say vitamin A eboa boosti eye sight na wo no na ma obi a bebi a okoto vitamin no ma yen kire se ne ye no no ana ready unim kenkan so a na wabo modin ama obi a onim kenkan a kire mu ama because bibi a ye tro ho it's vitamin A amafo na me hu say afi amafo no pa because of your lenses now I weak in it amafo no na etima boa ama yeni na ye de ahode abem because bebre ka say omani be fra no anka omaso nsipo nti no omo abuse vitamin A no eno so akoya ade e de how kese eba liver no so pa ese mesra mo ye obi ota no vitamins eye onom vitamin B a vitamin A wo mu a but no vitamin A supplements nko a na waya ahweye na wabisa nchirechire mu se na obefa no ebi wo ha ofa no once a week ebi wo ha ofa no every 3 days but ebi mu abuse no enum ni dey bia eno so the how first class or how vitamins edro a dey or how beba liver no so pa no ite me pa mucho bebre na ma hye no so na ma ya hweye ni mo vitamins ebeboa ni pedua na enkofo or how foforo ensamba na ebi na maka kire mu na mom no liverton edro bia for see liver specialist hospital for akofa abedwa manso a eboa papa no protect liver no any internal organs ni nia me say a protect liver no kwa and a protect liver no esamboa internal organs ni kwa pa internal organs na yen fa ye ni hu yen fa ya so krapo enter on ti apart from ultrasound and the krapo no enye 100% sure say the ekoso na the detect no accurate di be ma say say nti no mesra pa bomodian say obeba C4C liver specialist hospital aswe ho na waba be ye nhwehwemu anase obefre ne di liverton abrom bebi bia wo bia no C4C liver specialist hospital for amakofa liverton abedwa manso no omo ye deliveries into ofre ye numbers ya me de bebe tu dwa ye de bebro bebi bia wo bia na mom no o takrade o takwa pristia Cape Coast mankesim agona odobe koforidua samankesi kumase adweso anabantama techi makentampo ye wo ho wa upper west ye wo ho boga upper east ye wo ho and after so every pharmaceutical shop and pharmaceutical institution bia wo Ghana he bia no C4C liver specialist for livotoni ebi wo ho me pa so ora pharmacy na ukope livotoni bia enkase open livotoni kase open C4C livotoni liver tonic okona okokase open liver tonic there are so many liver tonics ewe dwaman so omoton nini also most of them so they foreign products it's okay okona say open C4C liver tonic and as open liver tonic livotoni bia e betima ma other alternative but kase open C4C na hwe say ya trust C4C ewo ho ana na hye ne so say homeopathic drug homeopathic drug and so ya tro ewo ho ana homeopathic drug no if you about 99% of them side effects in you it is say wo no mo edro bia na wo ye diabetic ebia na the pension edro so ebia wo edro bia and chronic diseases bia onu mo edro eno no wo betima num livoton asanka on say there are medications bi wa no mo na obenom herbal na homeopathic ones na eya otwen ebi mu twa 1 hour ebi mu twa 30 minutes but C4C Livoton no there onu mu edro krapo betima yede anoma account because side effect bi enim and I say homeopathic drug nti ba cho baby bi owo bia bo modin aso be frɛ me C4C mama C4C obe frɛ me I was 050 00 40 331 050 00 40 331 and I say 050 00 40 328 050 00 40 328 C4C Livoton and I say Livoton and ubenya ewo ho nti bo modi ansa obe frɛ yen me ankasa ofrɛ krap o me so maxima fe bi na ya twetwe nkoma na afi so dia so pese oba ya so ye ho na obeye nhwehwemu bebi bia wo bia ebia na wo agona odobin ye wo opposite the Odobin Government Hospital wo Cape Coast so ye wo Green Hill opposite Addison Gardens Takrade so ye wo Fijai opposite May Sports and Adenta ye main branch na ewa Adenta SDA Junction kuma so ye wo adweso kwamo oho ene ye hospital so no wo na mo wo pharmacy utondro over the counter medications cry na unni Livoton na wabɔ modin afrɛ e wo 050 00 40 331 050 00 40 331 and I say 050 00 40 328 050 00 40 328 C4C liver tonic edro ya to the Livoton the Lord's Pharmacy amwo India edi ehon right na ama C4C pe say yemfa ndi dwuma e wo Ghana ene ye bibi mamu nia C4C liver specialist hospital for your treatment plans edi they say once treated forever treated na shenu so say we liver no eno ane onkwa it your liver your life me di pokia 101 papebi
and I say NTE C4C liver specialist and I would say one month canon to no bibiche wadria a drawback you throw a moment me a chichum say he has all caught I are sabia on so qua and also your fine plus at the mountain channel so I abuse no or catch also Liverton no bed also pharmacy a hodo where the actual C4C Liverton specialist what I say aha we are sad dear boy young comra won komo ba ku bi pa wo ho hia se utie bi na ye ka sei siko sika no u twa de onso bi ade 1000 kwa no pay iso twa kwasi ba na kwasi time du ho no de ase bi de ka banso a ye be twa draw be sa akoso ho star 281 hash star 281 hash option no A4 option 4 na Adom TV na be hu ho na u twa gum 10 city sa bo ho say machine ya found number when 1000 Ghana na dwo day out there do Easter no yan komra me oba ku bi o hoye ba ye beto so yan samu akwa ba bi emra Adom TV Badwam dwumadi so medi afia amankwa tamakura seda ye odia emre ni adaje a ode ama yenti mission komo we free ha yentie nya na mua ye pa ene yenya birth and death registry for ewa ha na ni situ ye deputy registrar Ora Nicholas Osebonsu ene yenya no ha yede ne oba bedi enkomo ahwe sede one more ye wodwuma de be chen na sei ene de yenya omo awa ha and they also to be an tie bi birth and death is show ye wo a ho ne ko register ye wo a ho ne register titie ni bi na ye nipa de ye de be wo e de be wu menwa ne wu na ye de be Ora Nicholas ye mo akwa be
oh yeah na me
bibia boko de
obo ade adaroma
de nyame ase papa adwuma mu so boko
obo ade adaroma nhehye ye mu nti bibia akoso
ye de nyame ase ya tese mo ye retreat bi ya retreat nso de esi de eda ya nsama hodo bebre ebe pie mu de ye ne ne enye ma yenhwe challenges ana okay ya ka birth and death na no adwuma ko ben ya
oh meda etie for ne ahwefo ase na machia etie for ne ahwefo nyina na mesa machia wonso ye bo se birth and death a se de brofo na ka no ni twi na ne se awo ene owu enti yen ye dwumadie kese pa ne se ye beje obi a yawo no na ya tro ni din na ya info bibia e wo ni din ho ne maame din ne papa din ne bibia ne de ato krata so na edimu se ampa abofra we onie ne maame ni ne papa ni se nyame to ne nsanso frɛ obi nso a aso ne se ye bede saa nipa ne din ye de beto ho ye betro ne din ye betro ba bi owu ye bra owu ye ba bi a ye kosie no ne we ni nyina na saa niema we ni ye ya ne moa ne se etimi ma yehu se wo asomasi ya wo unie wo din wo maame wo papa impo se o maame kra ne ba bi wo free no ye de ka ho ba bi a papa nso free no so se onye Ghana ni so ye Ghana ni ye de nyina ka ho na ye san hwehwe we nyina de ma ne ye ne te se edi mu ma yehu ba bi potia wo abofra no betimi afri ndi me fa ne se bi a me free me maame a wo me maame ye maame fa me ho nto ye maame ye American ni na bi a me papa nso ye Ghana ni a eti ewie na me papa Ghana ni ne me maame American ni no bitu ho say metimi akasa me free me papa but a birth certificate na de be ma ono e na be kire baby pote kra o papa free baby pote kra o maame free ndi se wunyi anasa o papa pese o be ka no ho a na bi a wakasa o ye Ghana ni so papa o maame so pese o be ka no ho a na wakasa o ye America ni but ni nyina pote ni gina o birth certificate ne so enti birth certificate ni de ehu hia kese pa oni pa brabom ena se ye wo na oni birth certificate a emremu no yenwo because yen kan won kan eye Ghana abusua no ho enti se ye wo na me ka kire ahwefo se wa woni birth certificate no ye se yenwo kra yen kan won kan eye ho ne san so na se bia obi wu a time bia no ye se o se yehu ye nipa ye wo Ghana asase so enti se ye beji wudin ye betro wudin no ne information ni nyina no ye wie the some information nyina ma Ghana Statistical Service and the omo ye omo population na yina omo consider sa na ma we nyina ena mo nso a ye tro awufo din ni we ni nyina na to da bia ye hu cause of death enti say ye gada sa ni nyina na ye de ma Ghana Statistical Service omo so timi hu ye yare ekum nipa ni we ni nyina enti ehu hia ya so ye ne de eni ti kra ya to ye din say ye born die they say ye wo na wasan ye wu nti ye ne tro edin omo ye be wo omo ne ya tro mu din omo be wu na nye ne dwumadie no nko so wu nso a until say ye be ma o permit abusua ne permit sem be kwa akosie no emrem no oto emra ne to nsem na akosie obi a oni permit a watomra eno so ya de ba ko a em say ha ye dwumadie nti ema yentimi nya niema bebre ye hwe yensie ye a eno kra be ebeba yen challenges a obo din no especially a death registration ye wo a bit challenge ho na challenge ni nyina e wo say obi ewu a Ghana ha no obi ase obi aye obi ade hye but embremu no obi obewu bia no enye busua bia de ye aban de a obi a unye wu pe enye busua de a abaye aban property enti ne sa no unless say aban ama wo permit say ubetimi akosie body no ansa na ebia aba abusua no motimi abefa but ya ma ensesan ya ba mu say obi wu ye so wo ya abusua de na abusua fa ho na o makosie ye ntro nipa ne din ye hu ne ema nyina enti ese ye dwumadie enti o hwe ye statistics ye compile a eye this year say your target of about 800,000 births so see a register and each quarter be no see it me about 25% of that percentage and this year yeah bear 16% of birth yeah koye nima ye nim say months aka no your programs be bre hwehwa itimi de year registration tenru ho no na yetimi a reach the target figures no deaf in particular no so your problem kakra say dem sikan or see a register about 400,000, but yetimia ye 9% of the first quarter.
Some register about 400,000.
Yes.
Muni omawudada.
You mumui. Nini na. Eso de biya ya na sa na amount for drink. Only say.
Then pay you
yes expected. Yen kase yes expected. Eye de ye nipa bi. Aha. Nti yen dwumadie ni say. Omo mbewu ni nyina no at least o se yetimi tro omudin to ho. Enti nye se ye bom pae se obi mu
na we mo target
da bi ye dwumadie te se obi se bi obi oye efunadaka enye ni dwumadie ni se obom pae se obi emu
But obon person adwuma nkoso.
Oh, and they mean to me can say. Yeah, they say nyame ya adom a ena to da bia ewo so ye wonfaso wom ewo bi ye mfaso enti saa niema ye nyina na ye de hye even ewufo kra ni monyam because obi wu na wo tro ni din to ho na wo ye we nyina awie a saa nipa na wo wu no ya kan no ena wo ye sanso a ebia wo wajapade bi wa akiri se obi wu na uni saa death certificate a de be kwa ko claim say ya na japade nyina say enti death registration ehu hia kese pa e ma ye hu ni say eyiwu eye ni bre but mfaso kese wu muma ye oman mfaso kese wu muma even abusuan nipa na wu omo a waja omo akire ene se wo ko me fan say wu tu kwan akwa abrochire baabi na se wo ko troshem say wo ma mi ewu ana papa ewu so one for death certificate anko a ye njintum enti ehu behia ena obia nso nim se echina bi ebia ubenya kwanya bi etu kwan ama wakokasa obi bi ewu endi se saade ni si na wan register nto ho na kwanya ne basisie na se okobodi so me papa nti ase a ne kase fa na certificate bra na wo ye ne dey enti me esre etiefo ne ahwefo se ye momoden na se obi obewu bia no omomoden so oba be register enye den so oba registration within some few minutes more through 5 minutes near your registration na wie near my permit nti ye ka ye nuanem kramofo e bia omo religious and cultural we say no mo fi say be take time within 5 minutes near your registration na wie
as ye nkomo na agina ho no ko but dey retreat akoso edi enti ni retreat no mo ko any challenges wabo bi so de enti ebi ne de hin na way forward nso ye dey
pacho be da say ye retreat eye na what we tram ye na eye a modern boy ye new registrar wa bay eye Mr. Samuel Adumbotwe a modern a boy a waba as say no person will share eye birth and death management any the regional registrars any the deputy registrars for the first time into oye sa ofre sa retreat no e ma ye nyina ye be share mti ho no e no dan no ho adi kire ye nyina ma ye hu ni nipadua na dream po ene ne ma wo ma registry no nti ho ye nyina so ye dan ho adi kire no na ho na beto odwa se na dream po wo ma registry ni se afi eye enam ne so enam eye minister for local government religious affairs so ene common fund say afi omu besi where headquarters kesie pa ama registry no e free hoko no so omu besi regional offices e yade kesie ba ko a said the obodin ye challenges no over the years ye lack those logistics ne sa we say no but wamaya ho ba kesie minister so by e deputy minister by chief director by administrator of common fund so by omu nyina but name enye dwaketwa ebe share eye registry na nimonyam abema ya ho ba kese a so hwe nema omudi egu akwan mu a na je se ye wani gemu enti omo so aye ready pa say ifri na ekoye bibia ye hia bia no ombe ya amaye ombe ye
na emre na aso anesa na se say ye wo say wo digital world where they ya na mo hoy backlogs books papers ye bia ye brown butim say e bi kura na eni wiase e da so wo ho na mo head office ho kra no say ho na mo yi ho na ase ne ntabo no na say o masisem nti aha nti ene ne ye hamponi headquarters imponi ene money regionals no kwan be ne ye fa so a ye ka bomu because e bia na obi wa ha obi other region bi just say bi oba headquarters ansa ne ye kwan be na mo fa digital iso na my handsome
oh yeah that's it the ya yesisi ene say ya automate your system no nyame adom ye nyamwa kakra free world bank as say na first no ye hwe yen service na ejina faako ba say ye kan nyina bom as say we registration na ya san introduce tablet digital registration intente say first na obekọ na ye trotro we say ye wo akwala bi obabi a ye officer no kọ ho a okita ne tablet obo information na no abo akoye system nim they say the yetimi aye system they say certificate first no na just say they okay ye registration trotro say ye wie ya ye boy ya na eco system they
say into more hospitals ho na say na mo ye
no say the ye wo baby a ye wo hospitals your district assemblies and even your sign or registration centers na new registrar ya wa ben so born home modern class or best be more because your share UN convention na a chesen population be a 5,000 be the registration center but your share the whole Ghana there were only about 500 centers of which your senki here be 7,000 centers na new registry any aban any minister or masha omo den pass o be masa de ni nyina no aye reality enti omo bo omo homode enti say ne de ba bia ye wo ho ye wo programs bebre a ye say ye betimi reach mothers no you be to say our mass registration centers are ye edru ba bia especially May ye movie call house to house akwala bia ya wo ni bia na ya tro ni di enti ye pese ye capture obia or time a ye ba wo
so obi an register ne ba ono de no ebeye no
as this are some case ho so be and register ne ba de di nkan mrato because UN convention it say akwala bia ne right say ye betro ni din niam na birth certificate inti awo for say one register oba the first human right no one fanya adwuma obuso inti eno kwa no asem kese so to kwan kwa amane a we ni bi ni honom ye wo akwala na ne register because that is the first right yes anything as say new registrar abase opese obiebie ya taban mu ko ba bia nti ye wo akwala na eno na ye ho adwuma ye friend target registration ye startay but say ye bebiem ye ne Ghana Health Service for ebe kan no correct ye ne o maka abom kwa ya shase inti ye wo akwala na ye omweighing card na say ye wo omni ye the information bi ahwemu a ombe fail into fail ya na omate dia brain e ho na ne issue certificate na ma na o categorization no say issue ya na afi ya issue certificate na ma
because more than some doso Mr. Nicholas ye vonsi e best ye best to yen safro
yeah that's a part
Nicholas o say bonsu deputy registrar birth and death and I say no enka common doors Mr. Yen register ye wo ya register kra no because in US na why ho na be enso so o de Ghana de office ye mpo acho ese register na tumi aboa ye kwaba mo foforo ho ye ba e beto so Samuel kwa baby Adom TV Badwam jumadi so midin de afia amankwa tamaklu yada so mre no odaje ya bribia unya edema yenti meda sepa sikadua nso mama mitri ehome fans no na meje ti Mr. Opeso boti yo ti cheponi sikadua obene kama ediamo meda sepa papa se anope wa mame yiro ya minua bema ke edu gas oven director na kasabo student ajenedwa dwada no pay ni ebedi nkomo ahwe the gas oven nyuma ye ne se de o employ nyuma yefo nso yeda na se je se anye program bi ke edu drimika oba beso asene ti yeda na se pa be me na menchia we
ya me de
na bibia bokọ de nyame ase
na mpacho se
oh nyankopon adom me sori na me hunam dua bibia ye adwuma na mabusua na madofo bi te se wo so motete ase a
aseda
me okay aseda nko adaroma ke edu gas oven and stove ade ti bia ni pafoforo be hwa Adom TV nti edi ne de anka kama no ho de na nso kiremu ne ahwa adwuma titiru a moye
ma me dase wa me nchi ahwefo ene atiefo bi ho a wotie gas oven ena ye hu adwuma eti company ne ye ke edu gas oven company na ye wura kitchen a ye noa ye toto ye che eno na ke ye do di aba enti ade a ye noa so ade a ye che wo so ade a ye toto ewu mu no ye ke edu enti ye the gas oven
enti the gas no nko an ye kan
enti ye me pa chemo hwe TV no so ma me o hwe TV na obo hu se ye the oven bi ato so omo moto pan no meat pie cake shortbread omo de ani me pa chew ene wo so no na oven no mo amowo achichine ne bench ye so na mo hwe TV no me pa chew ye wo Kumase so am runabout ho ana ke edu gas oven ye wo ana ya BF ba konso ewo Mamponten aboa so enye boase muntie nie Mamponten aboa so eho ana ke edu gas oven abie company baako aka ho enti oven e etwagui me pacho bebia wo bia no ebeba moden se onsa ebetimi aka bi yentimi bie branch no wo ba bia enti sa wo hwe adwumadie na se wo hia bi nko ade a enam Adom TV nti yebebo modena package bi na yede abrew number no at the TV ne so 0243 365873 0243 365873 oven no ye wakasie pa efa 2 bags ewo ho ye wo de efa 1 bag ewo ho ye wo de efa 1.5 ewo ho ye wo de efa 1.5 bag ewo ho quarter bag ewo ho eti de size bia wo hia bia no e baba modern aba onse atimi akabi ewo ho eti pacho hwe TV no o hwe TV na de ekoso nyina no ubehu e pacho de da so e catfish oven ebi obi beka se na kedu de ntina odi sa de obi pacho catfish oven no ye ne se mo amototo adwene no omo ne ye sa de we de ma wo mo mafia eti ba bia mo obi amototo adwene bia no ye catfish oven e de ba mo size bia opa bia medium keto ne ade nyina no obenya bi okay edu gas oven asoye me se ye wo kumase soame runabout eho bebia post station ne wo no ni nchemu ho na wo kakra bi wa brepo junction kwa no so no kaya do store so na ho na wo ho me pa chopi number na ya na hiame ana bebia wo bia nso no a wo hwe no ye bebo modern ama won setimi aka de etwagu e wo TV ne so 0243 365873 0243 365873 mafia ye onse ye konso a ye wo cookers ahodo cookers no de ye no aso enie e na etwagu no eti hotel restaurant choba mo amuji orders eye nuane no mo de ani we say stainless one oye ni goose one no papa wa de me pa cha hotel a wuti o hwame choba o hwame restaurant a o hwame mo amuji orders a mo hwame nyina no me pa cha mo mfra ni ye mamu bi na mo fa ne dwuma se sia fast food ugina ho ana duane na ben kama ana me pa cha ye fast kwan so enna ne akyenkyena ebe be kasa ka yadu sade ehunu ade ya so no saa na ye behunu me pa cha
sa efufu pa ti bi besisi ha mo na we na ya na chance ni shem dada na
aha ye wo no so ade e wo ho enti me pa cha opihwe we no efama me mo ye nuane ahodo apii no mo benya ke adu adwuma ne bi kama we egina ho standing one na mo cheche ye wo form de a eno so e wo ho ma fie ho se ode ade bi ato so we ni e for bena with oven aha ye ni ade no me pa cha otie o ga zara ke adu we de ene abrofo de no me pa cha ye ni aha no oyo na e use no de bia bo se ye to abrofo de na tete me pa cha we esuru ni nyina ye stainless enti we for bena kama esoro de esoro ne ye shine kama ana ye baabi nso a oye ne sosogu a wo betwe na wo hwie wa de atoagu engugu so mane ntete me pa cha opi frame opa bi ase o kitchen a frame me no bedi ko baabi a wo bia wo Ghana enne ya dwuma dru Spain ya dwuma dru UK ebi ko US enti sa wo Ghana de a na ese mafia uni achiri kura me pa cha opi we ne ye won sense burner a ovi wase wo ho ani e won 4 burner oven so wase ani e 5 burner oven wase edipa cho onya frame pe kim me no bedi nkoba kama na ya tobo ase edi wadi nkomo eni ma pi on we so e form de ni na make na ebi ni yes ma fi ohun da send de sisi kwa yes enti se toba ye mo amudi ye contract ye nuane ahodo pi no me pa cho mu de ni Sachoba kwa na mo ye dwanda kese a odie ni na no ante sisi a ana ye ne papa emu odu se me see o yusu me gas oven na enya 20 years na bubugu ho afabra be de foforo because me minim ne America mafia minim ne America enti no an se wa hwe kayadu no aba baji papa ne bi o pe 2 ben na obenya 3 ben na obenya 1 ben na obenya 4 ben na obenya de o pe bia no obenya okay edu gas of na soye number ne 0243 365873 0243 365873 ofra ke edu abebia wo bia wo Ghana a wo hwe dwumadie no be pa cha o nsa betima ka bi wo no afra Kedu me wa ha me wa na bed na me setimi aka bi me pa chawo ensuro se oba sende usika e de ama Kedu gas oven e wo Kumase se on package niema no on famrew number ne 0243 365873 me pa chawo eno ena ye mobile money a wo sende sika na ebeba edin a wo sende sika ebeba eye Kwabena Adu Ebeneza Keni ya Kwabena Adu Ebeneza unya bo na se edini ba na wo se no na wa sende na me pacho enu ano no sende ye be package ni e dia kwa mane ama won satimi aka even mpo se o pese ye package ni ma na de ba be fix wo hotel or restaurant na wo traba ho a me pacho ye beba ni enu aba be di dwuma ne kama o ye hotel na wo hwe ye o ye traba na wo hwe na pese wo ne ye adwuma ebia no obi abaye wa adwuma basabasa e wo kitchen ho wanye ne ye de bia liquid ni ade a frame o frame enkran de me niema wa ha bebre a me ba be kasoa ba bia wo hwe adwuma de tamale Kumasi around ba bia e di frame me pa cha wo de store me number ni gu ba bi say Kedu gas oven ni number ni me hia na me fra na me na be hwe madwuma fa hotel ho hye me nsa otwa ba ho hye me nsa na me ni wunya dwuma kama me mo anim nwu ase because of Adom TV nti me mo wanim enwu ase da ha me do de se wonim obi a mafia amankwata makuru me pa chopi bra Adom ha se me je usika no manfa me nema amawa bra Adom TV ha na bra mafia se ai na Kedu gas oviti ha e kasa mo ma ne command number 2 dwa me pa cho yemfa so kwa enna ne achenchena o frame a mema sa adwuma de ni pipacho ade ye da so ye aye heavy pot to kasia pa size 50 size 60 because my fi on says banana ni vini on says banana papa mane na so kakra on says banana 1 2 3 4 5 6 ana ovini wase we ya o kitchen de pipacho efie o kitchen de o pesa de adwuma kro betimi ede aye e de tweba ye ne anu ni ko me se ya so ye e wo Kumase Swami runabout baby a post station wono ana ba ko so aboa so mamponten frames oil nachi eho ana Kedu gas omi wo mini branch wo ba bia na mom onya frami kim ba bia wo bia no onsa ebetimi aka Kedu nyuma ne bi 0243 365873 0243 365873 ofra Kedu a baby awo bia no ye be ma onwuma na etwagu e wo TV ni so ne bi
mo waya de se dwuma fon so gusu ya odidi bia
o nyankopa Adom obi a hwe dwuma de nese ohunu ne se akono efe me pese me besua bia kwanya wo ho be fie be gere ne ya kire na dwuma ye pese emabunu no nso enyansa na dwuma eye be fie manko school enkonfo degree ya bobobobo e manhu bi nanso nyankopa Adom ye de degree a nyankopa de amansa na dwuma no ewura ba bia ende ya hemfo nwuma ye doctors mpanifo nwuma ba bia ye wura edi mpa chose wanko school amane haw even wako school mpona pesa usua ebe kira na wo dache o de abo abramo ma na timi akodanim number ni bio 0243 365873 o send sika na eye Kwabena Adu Ebeneza ye chia hwefo nyina
da se papa Kedu gas oven so kwajo di esisi na so fedu dwuma program bia hotels restaurants shop bars onkoje de anu on na mankasa esisu asisi ana ben kama musie bia ni akire obi akurante na akuwadem eda na se na yabusua ni adofo yi di won mo birthday nti wadaroma mama famfam na munya pictures ni ready was amedi we di kan happy birthday nkoma my lovely wife Mrs. Gift Boating nyame Adom ni shira no nkoso an locate we free okunu ho ene wo mani nyina wo so mo do too much uknu your prince Boating head of communications Ministry of Trade and Industry and what we show patranya no ampacho happy birthday enko Emma Mrs. Gifty Boating happy birthday nyame shira no nyo kese kusi so obeye kese pa afi happy birthday nkoma Reverend Mrs. Anita Osei Menu Kisobu Mrs. Anita or say menu aha on da so no. Happy birthday on air director ma Amalina Enterprise and now erade dia fe ba ko aka umfie ho. Erade adom ni nhira no. Enkoso an locate o. Ukunu papa bi Reverend Prince menu ene wo auntie ama o siblings. Oduma yefo ewo Amalina Children's Haven. Kokuya 101 and so eka ho bie we show. Mrs. Anita or say menu happy birthday. Nyamisha pa no nyo kese. Happy birthday nkoma Rashida Priscilla. Nyamisha nyaminyo kese. Kobi P and we show happy birthday. Radia Domini Shira no koso an locate to CDA Emmanuel Empound Hunter. Happy birthday nko Mount. Happy birthday Nastina Erama Amache Shre. Beautiful Foundation Montessori Center. Eho no wo. Ernestina Erama Amache Shre. Oh, Beautiful Foundation Montessori Center. Onyamisha o. Onyamenyo kese. Oma sunfree adomo kwa adomo. Miama dienso Lambert Tamaklo. Happy birthday. Onyamisha o. Onyamenyo kese. Uncle Lambi. Oma sunfree adomo kwa adomo. Kese ane ne mom. Teso kakra. Isa ye kesi bebre nso a be affect me oma. Nti Uncle Lambi reduce it. Oma me unuamo obia e we show happy birthday. Afe minia small boy Benjamin Oseampo Fweji Uba multimedia na hutedin NASASU Fweji minia be market wakra. So huta ma me birthday ne bae. Na hwede ne de ne bae. 2 weeks later. O meme month mu year mu bibia o meme nti yampofo je onkwaso sabe cha bunyi fru ho eze wasesem we wa 2 innocent onye sa mosesem ne ho ayefe pa nyamishra o nyamenye okese omo asunfru adommu enkwa adommu ye do too much baduma pa no do no ensem kwa wo be yam ya sresre we say ya make mewie madapa bebre ti amfofo je onkwaso obiado pa bididi afia amankwa tamaklo sister Sandy bi oye guy ono so aye crado odi ahosa pene bronze weekend eni masisi o eze Nigeria ni bi so BT Ghana ni no ye independence no damu be nse dia sa pressure na mo de be mamabuni yan mo de oyo ya medi hwe wo ba bia ebedi no yakunya iso a ba munya steady sister Sandy bi oye guy otwaso chiamuna ya mama kwa ba bra bejema hosepe jumedie so world of entertainment dey track here be somo ya fata woni no somo ni Sandra ohime ametiwa ajume nyame adom entertainment ama ya Ghana for chemu a me amene guy wala Michael me amene guy no and so wala Michael dey beat ne bono aye ne beat no say am function and some beat somebody had the air and down in the light but most of times a lot of people Asia me ankwala maame na ankwala na kosisen kwala maame na me say oh kwala maame nso die nyame adom Bible cry my say mama mmofra ne kwan no mama nchen na yenum say no shrine no eye one dia eno nti no kwala dia maka so mo da makoma so papa me for mo ni agro enti ene no dwumadi ebedi nyina na about me mano and Shroman kwala from season 1 to the very current one aye season 7 aye a lot of times nkofo bisa say oh nkwala no how far mo we here and then person me ma update about my babies so that you know said they are doing amazing. Yeah, started from season 1 Righteous Van Dyke abrantia wo ba adwumadia wotimi be say ho ma metu ni din show boy ola bonsema abranti. Now, would you believe that this is righteous now? I can't get to that. Or buy now, what be the that's right, or ban from a senior na what way a victor shumame righteous. Send know what's here. Here we are, Yabeshe, the current righteous. It's a Righteous Van Dyke on Instrument season 1 years ago.
Since Come on.
This was righteous. Once I know, sir, since I know ye kete, when a voice a cry, I feel I'm who's a cry or life. I just like, or change someone shoma. Young Cotian rather no account like not her senior righteous and in your fellows or any bra.
So friend on your me, say me pa, the baby. So friend on your me, say me pa, the baby. Onipada seni emereni na so office akukoni ne kiranso no eni over good yes so tinya buche
Now that's Righteous Van Dyke. Maya mubisa me nkwala no sister Sandy omuwie nshuma ye hu omo nye so be hu omo nti na me sure me ma no omuwie nshuma what they've been up to. They say Righteous Accra Academy. Oh, Olabon Semano. Or Accra Academy now. Say Righteous are building a studio. Or no one Righteous. Now, because I want to say I'm to follow. Don't say no more personal studio. Say Righteous no or no one studio. He's still doing music. You bet me I follow no TikTok at Righteous Van Dyke. Yonko season 2 Victor Chum Ampofo. I am beside Sister Sandy na movie and showmano. Akosi say Victor when say Victor and so presec. Manning in a school, maybe you and you can't mutu. But young Victor or one shoma, so how little he was. You are mature Victor now.
You're in over from Yami, cry. So it's over from Yami, more. But didn't have you more. I went to the Mago.
So that was Victor Chum. Ewo Jumedi Enuswa season 2 onu na di nkunim. Good news. Or Persec Form 2. Na ni gisem ne se wonya anyom to still otonyom. Wonu ne ewie Jumedi no ne akwaboa ebo onyum nya feature. Owie ye Persec won so no join kwa wono na lead vocalist. Our Persec school ho. Yan hye sene a wo raise the flag of Nstroma no high our Persec campus. Oh, the main Persec, I mean Persec Ankasa, not sharp prices, yeah. Victor Chum, I don't know. And I know may mama updates because I am commanding doors on Bisa and I'm moving Shoman Kwalano more. They are there, they are still doing amazing. And tell me more updates about the kids. Yanko season 3. Abrantia Odi Unkunima. It was the first time Kumerican ever cruano. I am my first boy, my son, Abrantia. Wani NFI. Now, this is Abrantia University. I don't know how they are going. Abrantia there. Or you'll be our being pa.
instead of someone say enkwala no bi we so we GSS 3 no form 1 or quarter exam since no we invest money on one into KNUST now we show no obese honom our next season no so on say no ya finals ya mankwala no e ba be show more talent. Take a look ya babaka mature brand here now. So now, let me show you our brand here. Okwa sorry was CCC, Kumasi Calvary Charismatic Church. Nehwe, omo some squad biya, omo tunyum, na youth evangelism. On the ordinary scene and so pay. So let me show you my baby now, okay? Our brand here. Come here, baby. And this is the beauty of Nshoma. Once a wall piano no. Again on any instrument oh, boom man boom. Planning to bomb the car. Apano, well, you're very good. It don't say Nshoma no baswa. And I write your score life now or can say Nshoma building because by no a very nervous sunny at a time of frano. Ubabons ye do a fantitiemu. Righteous kind round the life, as they say, stage B and you are went to mean so. It's an instrument. Into boom, Mamma and Penny for July, I would start to see a pen for the show. Well, back with young Peggy. Yeah, okay, well, baby, turn your man now, Badwam. The quiet chakra, this is 8 auditions, no. I bet you so. I know you're friend of the next level. Chee, like fly so high. It's the Antwas on a main trauma, man. My mom update about them just to tell you, say, Movie and Shoma one night, they are doing amazing. Young kwa one done. Akulano see a serious show boy bia. Say go mo afeta ho de award need to the extent say artist bia ba kromwa or shasha one done. And that is what Nshoma does. A man kwalani din, a ma side fame no, e do to level bia. Kidi eko pie mo go mo afeta fashion no. Akosi adompo ngenge akosi adompo. No che me be ko stage. Shani e course one done enso ni.
Everyone saying one done. One done. Everyone one done. Give it up for one done right now. One done. Just say it now and say lomo no. From top to down. Wait to me. Go on them. Go on Kakashi. Somebody show some love. Show some love. Show some love. Hey.
Now you did do me lombo. Me mania me lomo. Into one say, Enkolano stage now you build your more student. Every stage you're muti me for. Just how much media nkwana one renia. When you confidence via every stage, every crowd, with me face. What can I Renell Abuaje? One so no your first runner up. I want Shoma season 3. Now say Renell no. Or your entertainment perfect. I was St. Louis Secondary School. Man, look at my kids. Look at my babies. You can say yes, shrine. Indeed, yes, shrine. Only Renell Nye, entertainment perfect of St. Louis Senior High. Now we don't call on the that was Strashamo. Near your matnasi. Now we see. But for now, maybe I won't carry on our fina. She still sings.
I'm losing my mind 'cause right now your love possessing
Tonight, this kind of love I never seen. I feel amazing. Make the man come out of my girl, I will give you a buy, mommy. The music I back out, cause you deserve love. Make the man come out of my girl, I will give you a buy, mommy. The music I back out, cause you deserve more. You got me singing, de 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 de, de 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 de, de 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 de. Got me singing, de 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 de.
Zenobia wo Wabonyom, while your gospel musicians, they say check her out on YouTube. Ashley Chooks is still doing amazing. Or Hono Membrana Sunti, Daniel Enchi, and so just a Daniel there, or Tonyom na kata when Yabaka Kwame Eugene. So these are my babies. Yakasa or more shreya. Yakasha Radidian Mungam Sampa Mofrano Eshrain. And I want to take this opportunity to tell you, my babies, to keep singing. Yawahaya and Yame, am I unquainted? Yes, you better bit me idea support. Mutia me adoma ukuada. Me the bet to us me sure so swafin kwalano. And season 8 no eba. You find the next level. What him say you too far. Kule we to back baby afia you were free me. Oh, Hair Logistics mami me what it. Or TikTok, Instagram, Hair Logistics where your wig. And a shemisa na eagle wear pam ye. Atadi pam material to sew in ano. A eagle wear for more 0266 11 2230 0266 112230. Big shout out to the entire team. Thomas, Mark Weber, OPD. I am a producer, back or plantation. So small and then about Olamikel. Hey, Uncle Thomas, PRO, Ben, Pasolo, more fire, Lizzie, Echimen. Me tell the best see. Namakacho, so Kwada, Kwalama, Metia City, Metwa. So I'm the guy's queen, and you are my guy's viewer. See ya. Bye for now.
Well, I always remember when the year 2000, I'm back, and BB Manson of Radio Gold fame. I catch him say musician, and I'm a sereno. And what could here? Or them Tiani Bio, yo. I've no more business. Now, Bio, yo, no, I had you. You know, well, I'll tell you why I always come about with 10 team. Why? Yeah, MPP Beba on the court, and this Beba on the court. Bio, yo. The baby man said, "Where my yard they become my trash and tiny book coming like a bio koshi." My tina man probing na maintain a full sentence. You know, it's very bad. Move chemi. A crew crime sako wari was across a crew casa crime in Zima. Bruni or Cosima on Tiffy, Biomoyo. As you like, is it okay? And in the Casa de Ehunia Susia. Kasahodo was very, very important. What Ghana, how unim crane so Casabebe, me and Sebika, and I nine. Now the French in Tibia, Spanish are one. Be an China, you know, what's your Chinese Casa? Cat Chinese Casa, so my kind Mr. Clemens Jato. Or cat China Casabecas or Kang on I be. Hey, Ghana. Yeah, Chobia, it's another day. And I want to say the dark side of life in your banana abre for mame. Yami aduma on the 16th of May. Ebeko kujana na abre for na akokata ne mame chi e wo takrade. Nti mumia nhye so. Na abre for enko ta na chi okwanso nkoso kra. Wasum Ghana ogusu sum Ghana. Na ne mame Erade aton safra nti nana I'm your father baby obia no. We'll be there to support and to help on the 16th of May, 2025, El Takrade. On the brighter side of life, what we do out there, Nebiano. Well, it's a happy birthday. And I'm for J. Makacho, AAA. If you do good, you do for yourself. Neba. We are privileged to be working with him or multimedia, hand say. You know, happy birthday. Na say ampofo agye ne papa ene amachi dede ene prince Osekofi ene Oseba na hene na share dwom to ase ampadum way back make wori so abriu because wunyini ye nti ase ba nyi mo de say twa ba bia wo ye papa wo ye fa saata mo no bo ahwere mu omo bre no you know ya wada so nyame ya adoma Come and join me to celebrate my 50th birthday. Onyame adoma ya wada. Enti. Nka Ghana for na. Omunfi no. Maybe I was going to be, you know, I'm blessed. I'm so happy that God has given me 50 years. I plead for another 50 years. And I know Onyame mercy is back. So join me Thursday and let's celebrate my 50th birthday. Our multimedia and say. Now back to the studios. A potential deputy minister. Aka 3.
Senior Mr.
A potential deputy minister. Now what a chief for some perfumes. What a chief for some perfumes. Maybe Kuro meaning can go for some perfumes. Hey, when I got your mama is excellent. A potential deputy minister. Aka 3 or 4. Onyame adoma Brekum West for one better say ya call out Idia Enimpa is Stuttgart Dexon Chair as one of our deputies now or the Equanim come. So say or a member of parliament for Brekum West Osai Ubia eba a good year mun sema wa bin you akosuku party bia da meka osha se me kitikiti na na wa bro kwaye mu wo sa teacher ni onim kusibo wa branga sa Onyame adom MP bibia da me hu na I really want to appreciate the Onyame ayewo na brabo ni be do na be do he's worked for it enye na na ma for na movie say o kan si ani na akoso blue there be offered through the mail into oil refined product a gold oil refined product. It's very important. Akwaba
Senior
serving your country through the NDC.
Senior,
we are very proud.
Battle no easy. So kai 2012. You could do primaries. Yeah. That as I say, you build a consensus on one candidate.
Yes. Yes.
2015.
Yes.
When we're in primaries. But only baby are free bar. Very difficult place. 2016 and 2019, me saying when they primaries. 2020 and 2023, me when they primaries. And thankfully, here we are.
Yes.
It's been very tough battle and resilience a key. Because I quite remember, in fact, after 2016, a lot of key advisors and OC and possible to just go on with your profession there. But I said,
you still want to pursue
until the bones are rotten.
What has say that? What has that come respectfully come because my circle? No. And if free no don't make me this you.
But until the bones are rotten, I think
there's always hope.
Hope.
Very heavy.
Never say that.
Never say
that.
Or your heart,
never say that.
Never say that.
Oh,
they are body in your heart. Never say that.
Never say that.
Until the bones are rotten.
Oh, so I don't know how these two teams came with this. Very strategic.
Yeah.
It's the same as never say die.
Yeah.
A very important.
They are two strong teams.
Very two strong teams. Very strong. Motor Muyusu. Even in life. So we are. Unim diobenya. So it's
continue pursuing.
Oh, say onipa beka se wo untimi ntrash we.
Yes.
But ejina wo so. Wo bia no ya ka asema to so. Eji ono no so tie we do see key advices. Eno no, so advices omonye boni o.
Yeah.
Enipa ni su no mo hwe bra wa bre no mfise ba bia den dia basa. Na wo bo bra mpo dada. Na wo be. But resilience or rita so say tie bia no until say bones na rotten. Say this idea we no person inside eka ampampa we am the serious of no.
Oh my, thank you very much. Na mestre menye two preliminary comments.
Good.
Quick one. Over the weekend, Environment Protection Authority organized a workshop on Committee on Environment, Science and Technology. And I'm a member of that committee. Now, I did a course our best premier Western Hotel. I did on my Ghana yet a gold mine so a carbon market. Carbon market. climate change ho nsensem se initiatives a ye beye reduce your carbon say ye enua tree planting say ye electric vehicles say ye replace ye charcoal and firewood with ye modern cook stoves a be save ye emissions into the atmosphere. O my own say a gold mine say. In the next few days, Ghana will trade 11,000 tons of carbon. An individual will be able to go into these areas. Unya land na who decide say would be area. Number 3 say be carbon will be offset from the atmosphere. You can trade it and get money.
Wow.
A big innovative area. A new area, and at the right time now. Yebeka ho asem enti mebo Professor Nana Ama Brown Kluchi all the SU na training na ye firm no oman enya de ketwa, and there is a carbon market office EPA headed by Dr. Daniel Benefo.
Okay.
And workshop make us a eye opener. Committee members were fascinated. We will be propagating that. It's a new area. Mabunu, Ebenya Juma, enya millions of dollars. The areas they say, you know, we are in the era of sustainable development agenda. Everything is about SDGs. Everything is about climate mitigation. Everything is about reducing carbon emissions into the atmosphere. Now, activities we come with huge sums of money. A area you better explore. On my dear Tosumi, a course eba and ranajo as late as 11 p.m. Na my constituency, Papa Thompson, one Thompson, several courses, and he was very emotional. Nena amano pay media district dear. Stakeholders nyina enkanka yenuamu a ewo boko oman oka asembi o se ne ba ewo duties ewo boko area na nura ote de asi wo ho na report a onye free ho no for the past 1 week say 1 hour onte ne ba nka ontumi nnedi enti say situation no nye civilians nkwa de casualties. Security for increasing number of casualties. IGP ko ho de see enti ye besre enkotu dwegu form say Ghana fo nyina oman account na enti ana account mo maye ntrankran enwe say bibia fo na anya de ye nyina betumi aye asoman ye nyena boko conflict no ye nya asomwie na oman no into mpon. Say the situation is scary.
Yeah.
Say posifo omoko boban abambofo they are falling. Timaimufo innocent people are falling. And nobody is safe. Into your best stakeholders say ye hwena yemfa yi ento yi e wo boko na so nwemro man.
Yep, I have disturbing pictures here, auntie.
Very
disturbing pictures.
Very sad.
We'll talk about that in a way.
And moving forward on my enabling game, when we need peace. So a babo consema, I find it very difficult. It's say commenting on the issues why I'm here. Now we inflame passions. It's a sensitive issue.
On the Boko matter,
we need cool heads to prevail. We need cool heads to prevail.
Godfather of Badwam. First, now you are Lutigi Cops, no, I'll be true. They say, no, director.
For my first time, I'm listening to you. So, who met now? So, this is a woman who I overtake you.
Godfather of Badwam.
First of all,
nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you. Nice
to meet you. It was a pleasure.
Can you know? And I don't know a penny. Until the mood. The Ebiana Ora for anybody who NIBA. Also ready the stewardship, no?
Oh yeah. I'll do a lot of. Mine, to your thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You can eat your jugba. That is me who ye.
Oh yeah. Hey, why are they on Fantina over being crazy?
Same papa and creamy.
Oh, okay, so they blend, no?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Fancy. And crying for father side, and I for father side.
Yeah, the person ends up learning the Ghana language more than one.
Oh,
language, you know.
But me papa kasa ye be kan kran pepepe. Me dane me ho sana me ma me kan kasa na aka and the change or the swift change is so seamless. Into sometimes na ni ye bisa ye say what is going on? No, I mean me nuanom na kasa na ye kan brofo. So it was good in the house. And then the other mean say wo free breakum de na nka wo be ma na 30 minutes.
Many come sa papa no. Eh na biribi
oh, one man die.
Oh, say oh, godfather. Obi be share. Oba nipa ne chance am na ko.
Na wa ton no krom na kaka na e esa na etinya besra no ho. Eh man akwa ba nyame adom.
Bibi ekokama.
Nyame adom. Enche bia Dr. Blaji Mahmoud Baumia be starting a thank you tour no. To be call around Agoda because of the
where is Alaji Baumia statement? I've seen Kennedy Japan statement. Where is Baumia statement?
On what?
On the happenings in Boko.
Then maybe no so. Professor Michael Kwe started in a committee, you know. So it's just about getting to the end. He had to step back because no person ever conflicting where they are going around getting information. Now was walk around. Now we say, oh yeah, thank you, Tor. It wasn't going to be good. So he had to step back. But now, no, it's getting to the time, say, Okonoko, good. When you say, yeah, campaign, you know, but me have visited 265 constituencies out of the 266.
Oh, wow.
Yes, there was a reason why he didn't want to go to the Boko Enclave. Because of some of these happenings, and I don't need, you know. When you are doing politics now, I say we are extra careful. One shy, because you want to win power at all costs, no, you go and say something or promise something, immediately want to me here. It will get to a time that people will now rebel. And already now there were issues in Boko, serious issues going on. And he didn't want to come into the middle of all this because who per se would mampeni, who per se we mampeni for everybody, not for your tribesmen or for one faction against another, or support one against another. You know the problems that will happen. So can say, oh, okay, we am in Crawford na mess. Some say it will also bring a whole different age. Says yeah, the way yama, and say because you open so. So he had to step back and make sure say everything we have to do to make sure there's lasting peace or honor. He was going to do it. Mestre, we should all take a lesson from this AE and Mestre politicians. When you are going around on your campaign, there are certain things in certain places you don't go and say certain things there. Because at the end of it all, no, it will come back to you. You are a leader. And the leader should be very careful when you are and how you present it. When IGP call, you know, as some of when problems or their brain. You see the problems is brought to him. We should not rush in just going to promise and say things. It's a difficult thing.
A close source to the IGP himself. The situation also is not what we see or hear in Accra. When you're on the grounds, everybody's life is at stake.
Yeah.
It's Adibi Abayama Akomato Yem, Ewa this agrono. That in people agrono. You need to sometimes make certain pronouncements Abema Akoma.
Not on job issues. Not on job issues. Someone say IGP can't impose a born to say a born. Yes. When you say President Kufuor Yamano water bomb order.
Oh wow.
Yes, they threw such a waters at the sky.
Even I'm surprised that IGP card is real. But they're coming
close to it. It tells you that the people are fearless. They are ready to sacrifice their lives. You don't joke with such people. How many times I can't about them? How many times now TV so you plead it to say we will plead people are going there Sometimes even people from within Omufu always have problems, no. I mean, I've said it. Say, we should start bringing out the figures of the amount you are using to solve the Boko problem. Because sometimes we be shut out here just to make money out of it. Obiso no business, no. No, show yesika. You should be careful. Because the law of karma works. And when it starts, you can't stop it. That's rare. Sika yese wo Boko no. If they have used it to develop Boko, Nanka Boko be one of the serious hubs for international trade. Because it shares a border. And the business amo ye wo hono. Enyago. It dovetails into the Aminu about the resources we have in this country. We are sitting on over, I think, say 23 billion, say 23 trillion worth of natural resources. But Ayemi who say we are not making it worthwhile. The pronouncement of Trump and Neno, I say Emaye who say it is high time we make something out of this country. I remember when COVID came. It's not TV, so I think I was here or some of the sister stations. Now I can say, out of the COVID, we should gain something. Business. We should gain something. At that time, now a year, friends, Europe, they were having issues with even the gas near Adia Yedefi Russia. And they wanted to cut ties. Omo can say, they are going to cut ties with them. Omo in 5 years. 5 years, and say, Abba. And so we was all cut gas ties with Russia. And we are sitting down and we are not making money out of it. Why couldn't you also sit down and say that, listen, we have so much gas, Europe will supply you. 5 years now, we can sign an agreement. Now you supply you after 5 years. And then look for every resources. That's going to go IMF, you're investing in that time. When you are supplying Europe, you know how much you get back to now sort out all these resources. We need to start asking ourselves, what is the end result? Then for this nation. Then
okay, so the challenge continues to be, and fortunately, I was privileged to be the very key relevant person in Ghana's politics in your party now. And we are such a person, or you're tired with MPP, NDC, and the kind of politics that we are doing. This is a very key person. He continues his statement to say that it is high time more media. Me know young kokwana me yam from so. Hwe manim na ka kire me. Na hwe kwan be fa so asade no. It me correct no. But the mu yes say yi dey. Any the ensu yes say
survival of the fittest.
Nti o mining puntuo no. Ebe kem de bia. You understand? So all the time we say we raise the basic issues because we have fantastic brains in this country. We have fantastic people in this country. What we are all refusing to pay particular attention to is our sense of patriotism, our honesty, our principle, and our quest at all costs. Because money has been the definition for all the people in this country, especially the category we say they are the future generation. It is when for our former for almost 16 years now. And so we do no. Me come now say the 16 is too much for me, you know. I want to cut it to 2 years and be like who he has been for the past 16 years he has been waiting. Patience is so boy.
Let me say 2012 or Kano. That was when I went to stand in Cape Coast.
So,
and I've been working since then till date.
So I don't know how. In fact, sometimes I'm at a loss myself. How we can coordinate well and build a solid foundation. Because Stuttgart, because of laziness, I'm here Stuttgart. How and then wo no kwana nche our party for no me only me close but how can a beautiful relationship we started 20 years ago be destroyed because of a certain you know?
And you see, it would be someone say sometimes when I tell the full soldiers, listen, an NDC person is not my enemy, you know. And earlier on we were talking about it. He's close with a lot of MPP people in Parliament. I'm close with a lot of NDC people. I know just me command information, and we want to build a country. Exactly. We want to leave a legacy. That is the most important thing. By the time I'm 4 years, I'll be finished. Say, or Kobiomo, so one Kobioma, has to leave a legacy. And that is what our people should start appreciating and understanding first. Yes, you can. Obi wa man is cap we dey nsem ye den on pace camera we dey on pace camera e say we MPR you know what I mean Wonsemgo and I mean that is the order of the day. If you bring the schools now a swap paper no ko boso so we ko ye den na Mexico kama okoye hospital wards kama
create opportunities
create opportunities for people to go and study abroad through scholarships and all those things. No. The basic requirement has always been that miracle. Minisika Medibiaka. Meba MP no say na we won so a. Me na Mintiaka. Next 4 years. You face it.
Any over there kasa.
I had an issue. Obi ba
MP problems be
I said so Obi ba me just open juma. And I'm a man juma. In fact there were about 5. I got 2 or 3 of them to get their jobs. Na a car be 2 weeks. Mohana Oshia me be on say me nkoto bi e ma no. Na me say me am mo ejuma no. As I say we nye ejuma good job a wo ye. Me na say me to bi e ma na wo na say we to bi e ma me. Osi on say bi da. So Ghana from Pamchomunte, we all have a problem and we think that it's high time e beti e ho ase. I said the discussion on the maybe came. You know some 12 years back, some 16 years back. I remember His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said it's high time we pay realistic prices when it comes to our utility services. Masa, anka emsena they don't pay me PR. Ye riyam and they don't pay. But reality has caught up with us once again. So I think today be a discussion. Me sure say ye the man yourself foreign pay. We lose the base because Obi or baby if the system is not right. Yeah. These kind of things will continue to happen as but and the interview fan chiche you want to say yanu yeka until we hold on to yanono. And they say godfather of the show why are there on Boko crisis no. Or say I nipa be ABM free no general statement which I am very impressed. So when we start approaching national issues on that score, go to our social media. Amakache, Bekache Slusu. Then NCA Penyuan no say, Munke na social media. I'm here to speak to Sam George how they can manage our social media space. Yeah. I know too much of bad influence on us. When you go to bad influence when you go to Dubai, there's certain WhatsApp you can send. You know, and abnormalities are becoming normal. I'm not a freak of that area. It doesn't mean that I don't once a while I don't monitor what is going on. But what is going on then is very un-Ghanaian. Nyoma anye progressive no and they picky. They progressive no we ignore it. Even the discussion on the increase, it should be academic exercise. Sure. So it should be that of mine is here. How do we work on these? Because a very normal, say abnormal in quotes, say about 2 my faculty maybe at 10%. Now if you occupy in Kanyam Equa, no I level 1%, but you need some common because it's not this government's problem. It will be Ghana's problem. About Webeba or Beko or Fufrobeba, the percentage increase and all this will come up. We've not been truthful to ourselves. Honestly, but we've not been truthful. We take too much entrenched and partisan positions, always praying that MPP fails or NDC will fail, depending on who is in power. What is actually close to the eye, I can promise you. You be trying what's major farm. Till the contractor Timina could do no air coin. Busumi Siana coin idea. Now I say, Busumi Siana, and nobody can call them. And then we are tackling the politician and leaving the contractor and the people who went for inspection. Omujina Ghana name a certified sequani papa itia contractor. So please, who's a yes, it's becoming a problem. When you boy said the sexual, obia or conscience. At the end, if it is wrong, you know. A pricky one is Antum. That's what I'm saying. The moral fiber of the country, if we don't check it, the center will not be holding.
things fall apart, but a big book is a pan say achia, and so emuye. So walk us through this morning on Saturday.
Senior, social media as if say minimena me research Electronic Communications Act 2008
yes.
Act
I told you
775 on social media issues and we share a year at 7.3 or a litany of offenses and punishments are Emma. For instance, we have 76 false communication. False communication implications, any sentence in a war, I will be to me at could jail for 5 years. Now, interestingly, act no say false information and will define a person giving false information. Or say a person is taken to know that the communication is false or misleading if that person did not take reasonable steps to find out whether the communication was false, misleading, reckless, or fraudulent. For instance, Masendi post. Who repost to post to nona a false poster. You are equally guilty. Law not say you should take reasonable steps to ensure say what you are reposting no correct. But then there will be one Diana of and I'm very happy. Honorable Sam George, my assurance said he will sanitize the digital space.
I'll be so glad.
We are waiting, say, obe sanitize the digital space. Now, on the issue of tariffs, you sum it all. Say, you play the ostrich. You bury your head in the sand, thinking, say, all is well. At the moment, energy sector debt over $3 billion. And energy sector will be a legacy debt. Legacy debt means President Mahama and President Kufuor, and President Atamos, and President Kufuor over the years. Successive government decisions, the lack of courage. Say ye be share ye energy sector no enti ya pilot can go a big point the system is at the point a breaky and on mine sadly enough who come a constituency Brikun Wester. I think that one of the most affected areas in Ghana hardly so be 24 hours and Kenya ejinaso. Is that what we want? Say ye be charge realistic tariffs. Na ye put to structure in place and na uko VRA network. The equipment are completely obsolete. Go to Domfete, one of the fast growing communities in Brikun West. Edura numero 7. Who are be kanya so fie in Kenya, wuna Kenya. Low current because sikeni home they expanded transformers near there. And this conversation, as we were saying, the brasso, saying in Abeba on the table, do we want to continue along this path? Your energy security is threatened. It is politicized. They see a proposal about for increase. Now it has become politics. People are comparing.
I'm saying
increase or
exactly so.
Comparing with is that the way to go.
So we never
I think that political angle on Tonchena. Realistically, how do we get ECG, VRA,
they should be talking to us.
Gridco to operate effectively and provide the energy security we
if I'm waking up this honorable, then I'm expecting to say when there's a proposal for this increment now. My thinking has always been that let's get to the drawing board. Let's argue the figures out.
Exactly.
And see whether
all stakeholders here wait a bit to me are proper up now. But sometimes because of politics, PURC be the 50% proposal and the government will shoot it down and say take 10% for fear of public reaction. Meanwhile, that increase may still not be enough to effect any serious change. As we speak, IPPS, independent power producers, we owe them in excess of $1.2 billion. Sika no hine be free aba. The conversation they said they work on. We need to reset. Now, especially economy beer lifeblood, energy security. You are talking about industrialization, energy security. You are talking about development, energy security. And the energy one area I think that we should not politicize. Say electricity, say fossil fuel, say renewable energy. Let us have conversation and ensure our energy security. Yenya reliable energy across the country. And no, never propel more minor. I think that you hit the nail right on the head by bringing out these issues, energy issues. It is about time I yet nase. Na yehwe kwanya yebefa. So I remember when President Mahama and no mind here can one seminar, I think that we should commend President Mahama because in the past he took certain bold steps, and in fact I'm sure it contributed to the defeat in 2016 when he brought the ESLA. That was met with fierce resistance, especially by MPP for parliament. They even boycotted. But he said he was faced with two evils. One, total shutdown of the energy system. Or two, to bring out ESLA tax so that some money will be raised to help defray part of the legacy debt. In fact, the 3 years Odi Kanye was extended to 5 years. MPP by it continued. Omuhum said ESLA was contributing something onto the table. Ebwa reduce, and he knew very well at that time that was unpopular decision. Yet he took it to save our energy systems. This year, Osha proposed 14.75. Social media monitor people are comparing say during the tenure of Nanado one to say any idea. But the question we ask and they say one to mu and kosoro. But at the time free hono na kasen and abedaho. Is that how we want to go? Because say abano absorb greater part. Meanwhile, abano ni sika no di tuya ama the power producers any distributors. So if you go to our public institutions, Abanya yes obey to your mobile secondary schools in India, he has no money to pay. And only the Amakano Yakasiano. If you go to disconnect, it also has social implications. Secondary schools, how do you disconnect them? Hospitals, how do you disconnect them? Eti ebrason say yebe tuya tariffs ebeboa na yetumi akoye nim. Having said that, the power players and so a huge role to play. Distributors, now transmitters. If you look at the transmission losses, grid core, too high. I understand transmission losses near the Enco account for about 30%. You go to our communities, Yenko Mikrum, New Kuraso, Jene Brekum West District. Communities in our bois or more propose near the SCC connected or per meter at the abo said, Obetuane bill, they are not getting them. So, yes, I know man, they were encouraging to say illegal connection because people want the power. Bring the meter, levy them for them to pay. Meter also asanya koya our mind and never pay meter. I mean, when you secret. Well, meter no one more calculate 2,000. Answer meter who pay a 2 bill no. So say meter now quite problem because power players, distributors, ECG, Netco, you are complaining. So Jessica, put the meters, make them available. People will pay, and also a 80 or more key role to play to reduce their transmission losses, reduce illegal connections. Who reduce you can bring in a lot more money because leakages, you know, so huge. A boy, about so now, you know, the air can you soon to say do be no abill. Good morning, my kindly tell the NDC honorable member in your studio that we shall do everything with politics in Ghana. I'm watching you, pa.
I see.
And yes, very fair. Maybe I need or started fine.
That's not never.
Oh, man, or started fine. And so this time the M say,
resetting agenda.
Resetting a and one obsessed with politics. Yeah, praising Muhammad.
But he needs to when there is a need. When there is a need, no, when there is a need. Who praise Nanado where there's a very bold decision.
Tesla was a very bold decision.
I'll come to that. When you want to take politics out of everything, take it out. What is the duty of the president? To make sure
to ensure
that is his work, and we are paying him for it. It's not for free. We are paying him for it.
Think through and give us.
That is what we expect you to do. I won't come and praise you for doing your work. I won't come and praise you. The only praise I'll give you is to vote for you again or vote for your party again. Say, want to me, yeah. Now we catch him say, hey, there are losses, yeah, but starting losses now. Now, I bet losses be more than the praising. If you want us to go into politics, I have the list here. Make year upon year under NDC from 2009. The only time I'm increasing in the 2009 year. They can increase. Electricity tariffs. Are they? MPP year by no. We reduced it the first year, but we brought it back. Then after that year, increase here to the last 2 years. Comparatively, if you are going to praise her, Ubeka say, oh, Nanado are there because in the whole 8 years, no, the cumulative percentage increase in electricity tariffs was 57.45%. Cumulative.
Okay,
for the 8 years, no. What's your NDC 8 years
but
now?
But a debt of over $3 billion.
What's your NDC cumulative now?
Legacy is a building. It's a building.
Over $1 billion.
Okay.
Yeah, discussion. With you would be my dear. What's your NDC cumulative for the 8 years now? 294.6%. Cumulative for the 8 years. Buy no. You see reset. Say. In fact, in the research, no, we will reduce tariffs for you. Yes, I know. Into where from the increment. They made us believe, say, 24-hour economy, no, part of the benefit, and they say, we are paying high tariffs. Until they reduce it in the evenings. And I remember I asked them a question. Say, Massa, say, tariff nankasa ye problem. How do you come and tell me, say, they are overcharging you in the evening? It's a hot time over to reduce tariffs. Were they lying to us? And then we are. You remember the World Bank? One of the directors made us understand. Say, the IPPs now, Mahama signing it by heart, no man yet call into serious debts. Because we are paying overly in the, your friend saying, energy sector. Maybe let's Google and we'll see. World Bank director, he said it. The over, your friends say, over subscriptions of IPPs, no. In a Mahama Jama Kufado, no. It brought about a huge debt into the energy sector. But Nyame Otiasia on him said Nanado had a good heart, no. Make sure say in the 8 years, no. Doomso no. Because we said it was a funding problem. And we made sure that funding was made available. And ne Nyakupan Dom, almost shall see ye. Almost buy almost say, na ye we are cables, na ye we are way, na ye we are way. 12 containers was how many containers na about 8,000 1,500 almost 1,500.
ECG figure, they have about 2,420 containers. The committee also established a difference of about 1,200.
Yes. It's made us understand and appreciate, say, there is a problem at ECG. That is the first point of tackle. You see, let us not create debt. Say, oh, publicly, yes, say you increase tariffs. Say yes, sir.
It's not the way to go.
It's not the way to go. I ask a simple question. May say, what is the use or the aim of an ECD MD and a GRA MD? Can't we create a credit account? would the containers Saba? That is the total cost of the containers. You find say $100 million. Now made it clear. I've created an account between me and Yatina say ye create account say you have a total container of 100 million SME because I need to take it out before demurrage. Okay, don't forget that demurrage, you know.
Mama Sero. Na me could try homra.
Okay.
Me ba you continue from demurrage.
Okay.
Yakwaba. Thank you. Yakwaba is okay. Yasaba. Ubenya bite. To the problem. When there's something ladies bite. Ubenya bite. We have something ladies. Good morning. Maybe I'll be the host of News File on Joy FM. My chair on the vein. When the lawyer form go law firm on. Well, on the
Pato.
Yeah, Pato. Me am Pato.
I say I didn't know if I'm a godfather and I know so no honor. No, so you are pa MP.
Yeah, Pato. Yeah. Wait. Oh, Pato say I am a brother. Even before Pato, the only bush.
I am a brother.
Hey, there's a media. So that what be more?
Well, it's me do a GRE.
Yeah, GRE. That's good.
Now we have an MD of GRE. We have an MD of just what do you call it, Commissioner General of GRE in our MD of ECG. Every month, GRE to electricity across the country, and it's millions because Omohon Wokwa lights is 24/7. I didn't know to me be account. No one can say GRE. Your friend say ECG more account more with us ni more DNA. So that we now compare and see how we can strike out a difference. Instead of containers, AC porter, demurrage, demurrage, so any outside. Why should we pay a foreign company demurrage? Why should we spoil our money like that when we've taken leaders to lead and to take decisions on behalf of the company? Now yet you say okay. It's high time you start working and asking people to work for and behalf of the country. If they want us to stop partisan, then when they are campaigning to, they shouldn't be partisan. They should come with the real facts. Even this increment, I'm sure say, year 57 now, more year 290 cumulative no. Yeah, no promise here, electricity tariffs no do so do. We're increasing for salary by 10%. We say dollar ne day ne way na crude ne ade crude import by form. So we say crude ne dollar ne ade we increase electricity tariffs by 14.75%, or say 76%. That is electricity in Kwa. What I'm being. Meanwhile, dollar no so control. Just ABR in their minds, and they are going to increase their dollar and make something out of it. Dollar no control. Crude no so and control. Into increment ni fi. Let us start sealing the holes in ECG. That is the first and most important thing. My idea is to say containers ayera. What has happened?
There's a committee.
How are we getting those people involved in that theft? Why should I pay for someone's incompetence? I didn't say me chair for someone's incompetence.
When the OSP was vetted, no, Adebakwa, Honorable Stuttgart, Odeba, Mania Japan, Debbie Adamekase, me who said or implementing was the issue of making sure that the KPIs, but to Director General, the Chief Executives, no, na the reason for them to stay or otherwise. Yeah. Because okay, all these irresponsible act on management of certain people, no, it will be our bed.
Sure. Me na say me go to for it.
And then unfortunately, the politician and him and the Bekwakoji will be irresponsibility.
Yeah. Then it will come and turn MPP, NDC.
Exactly.
Increase
then
or not
the
to
core
increase.
People on my from so no. They are left of them.
Now, Omomo will enjoy his scan, the booty. Those who are involved in those containers, those who sold those things, those who planned and destroyed and made debt come to ECG.
That's true.
They should be held responsible. And I am not to pay for it. The ordinary Ghanaian is not to pay for it. We'll send it to the right end. Attorney General go yifi your friend saying court because the party aba into unipa your bonia. So you saying you now we yifi court. When you start that, I'll start doing politics with you. When you tell me to praise Mahama for bringing Esla and let me debt millions of dollars of IPPs to pay every month, you think I'll praise him and leave that? I'll bring that to in. Who should pay for the debt? Say you say you giant partisan now. Me, I've always claimed that for any president to succeed, he should not be partisan. Because when you become president for all. But the way Omar started almost jig of ready, including the Chimensa. Including the Chimensa. Almost your money in Eddie. I will do me. And you expect me to come and sit here and be happy with you. Because the ordinary person where you need to do a Jumem says, how is he going to pay the electricity? Or renting baby, how are they going to pay electricity? Or BFE ABA constituency, Brekum West Aba. Say, ya fano maritime authority. Wabe rented dying. Why ye Juma 6 months? Why ye Juma 1 year? Then all of a sudden you come and you promise us 133. Now they turn you my chain. Say ye be ye Juma ba. But 24 hours na no be ye Juma 133. Ananya 133 na namogano.
Yeah, a Juma ba could be 3 times.
So 133. Yeah. Muwie sana mo be ye 24 hours sacking. Every 24 hours omo yi nkrofo edi. Every 24 hours, omo demoting growth for Jumem. And the TD say, Obi aye promoting the time, omo echeno, they are going to demote them under the umbrella or under the authority of the your friends, chief of staff. Why should that happen? And the Ghanaians.
The TDC man himself or chief of staff? The
TD man said
the chief of staff hasn't issued any via to that effect.
Or say only chief of staff kasa or say
anything official from the chief of staff office. It's not verbal. It's not so TDC papa so yeah they're okay but hold on. You know who know we did show be edim
kedim
ade bia a free chief of staff over be say office need dimu na so muntino ye the good crata so de nchiremu ba untimi now as TDC paying ka say oni obi akodi nkomo if there's nothing effective to that crata there please stop it what person you are there you know TD reverses appointment and promotion say speaking to we have followed the instructions of the chief of staff by reversing some of the appointments and promotions. So he should also let us know that letter that came from chief of staff. The chief of staff.
The publisher.
It could be deceptive. Kind of
and people, you see, but when before we even get to that of looking at the letter from the chief of staff, in the first place, the person was promoted at top grade, was approved by a board. When you get to a certain level, it's the board that approves. General managers near there. It's not the MD. Every promotion in a employment of the organization is approved by a board. Because the board has a fiduciary duty to make sure that the company runs and runs well or not. So if there is any debt, any problem, to say ECG, you can say, oh my God, yeah, we some payment those are there na say charge you or mono. They send it to the board. The board are the first people who suffer that AE. So even as an acting MD, when you have not been given a substantive position, you have no right in sacking anyone or in making sure that the person is AE without your board approval. That is one thing they don't know. Corporate governance. They need to take their time. So omo pese omambuni ye omonsi abotre.
Omo resetting Ghana.
Resetting doesn't mean sacking people 24 hours.
Omo resetting Ghana year.
Omo resetting Ghana year. Thank you very much. A good AE. Resetting what? Say much you say red. Resetting what hano.
Because they promised us the Ghana we all. Omo can say they want.
Na say the Ghana they want.
The we all. They cannot be.
We all. Now who you go for say obi amana ejuma 6 months. 6 months to elections. Na ye nim say be woni ana ye be lose. 6 months to elections. Obi wo ho aye ejuma 2 years, 3 years. Obi 4 years or chairman appointment letter. Ye yinedi. Omo ye dia omo ye cleaners edi. Na cleaner na all coffee no. Obe dey to electricity tariff 14.7%.
Asemba Susuka. As I speak to you now, senior, there's a huge confusion coming up at the education sector. You know, the deputy director of Director General, Ghana Education Service, a whole lot of issues. You know, there are several letters. It's sad. That's another serious matter. Deputy Director General of
Ghana Education Service. I know Ghana Education Service is a standalone from Ministry of Education. Even though they work under them.
Yeah. It's scandalous.
Mesreomo. Muhammad Nini Julius Debra Nini Crawford. Say, twi break.
But what does the chief of staff takes instructions from the you know,
the chief of staff and the president are like this.
Okay, so
chief of staff catch a president say maybe
shifted from tariffs now.
What's this to God?
No. Nina, Mami tariff payment. Because we Medina me continue fear.
I can't pay.
How can I pay? Let's just say illegal beshas here.
Okay.
We Medi na say I mean Juma. How do you expect me? And I'm a rent now for 1 year, sometimes 2 years, even though it's illegal. 2 years rent payment. Intimate na dan mu keke na me dwen.
Okay, Stuttgart.
Senior, ideally, when him say say be go back. I go 2017 what happened. Enti mempe say me reference, but say there or exaggerate or more, you know. You remember
resetting
after the election transition. The incoming government, you know, and the outgoing government, ever into agreement, say, after the election, hold on with all appointments, all promotions. I'm a spokesperson that time, Felix, at the Krata Babonten said, someone who do on appointment, new promotions, when the new government comes. I mean, so most of these people affected, you know. People who fall into that category after December 7 election.
No.
Apart from that, we a public servant, official of the state, who ye juma. Na ye UAD, say why ye juma 6 years, 2 years. Na ye dismiss. So, my things that there are processes. Ube to me a faso. I expect say those who think they were validly employed,
they are going to do that.
And omunye boni bi you omwedino. I mean, labor or courts or they should activate the processes. But most of them are after 7 December. We know. In fact, said you know say Ghana for any form omoye adwuma. Sa na Ghana for so monso ye adwuma no bi ye. Enti after 7 December, most of the people affected those that fall into that category. If there are isolated cases of people are genuinely omofo say wrongful dismissal, I will encourage say activate all the legal processes available to them. Having said that, then on the electricity asema na senior eka ho aseme yedi kanyaka one said you be plug the hose leakages, you be reduce distribution and transmission losses, grid code transmission losses, distribution losses, ECG, any net code ni ade nyina medium long term measures are guhua ye di benya sustainable energy and the energy security ne be guarantee. In the meantime, IPPs are owed over $1.2 billion. You know, over $3 billion. Eti yakase yen to tariffs na yen plucky host yen we are. How do we pay them? Because most of them have threatened shutting up. Now the argument is that President Mahama since IPPs be brave hona all these IPPs are now amount for your argument from their side. So yeah, we have more generating capacity than we needed. Yet di dumsona and anado na moye averse to it. But the fact that na nkania no nyina so na edundum no, several people were suffering, people were complaining, but you refuse to use the name do so. Enti enya entirely true say more time na yenya electricity challenges. But the point is, if you increase by just 57% over 8 years and leave a debt of $3 billion, our system collapse here. Is that the way to go? That is why me praise President Mahama said it takes a courageous leader. No one said this may have political ramifications, it may have political implications, it may have implications on the fortunes of the party going into election. But he decided, say, for the sake of the country, for the sake of our energy security, that's why I said there were two evils on the table. Bring ESLA, bring taxes, increase tariffs so that we can sustain the energy system, or do nothing and get the entire system collapse. Because trend na President Kufuor ko with over $3 billion no say any change the buy and President Mahama reverse the trend na the system will collapse because IPPS omo threatens say yen to your car shut plant no. Where are we going to get money to pay them? If you decide that you would,
but President Mahama is not able to pay when he's leaving office all the debts.
Oh no, not all, but the ESLA brought in a lot of money and MVP admitted said in fact it was a major boost, but for ESLA enka $3 billion in that hono enka by now ye twembo o my maybe we no na the game changer wa unua ono bo erikupu
oh how the problem you
obekaya 2024 abatu we one of the key players are omoma NDC bar power okan as ranking member for food and cocoa affairs committee in parliament uhunu kwan ofa so ye adwuma cocoa issues near there and in fact the press conference are Greek issues top notch and among the proposals or the buyer President Mahama
feed Ghana
over the weekend I was Techiman
feed Ghana
feed Ghana no oman omo ntiase no oman no
mention betua kana chire be say ebete
meba
be say agree for betua kana
That
be fantastic.
The leadership of Eriko Poku are great. Now President Mahama.
Challenge you Jira Thompson.
So
but feed Ghana.
That's the game changer.
Feed Ghana. The best.
Airtime